Celebration, and I'm here joined today by Nash, Butter Nash, and
Hey.
Strider.
Hello, hello.
So yeah, we'll be your casters for today in this show match between Queensland and the Northern Territory. Very exciting, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully we have a very competitive game ahead of us. We've just got all players into the lobby now. We are just waiting for confirmation on their readiness. And once they are ready, we will get this underway.
The day has come. Liam finally joined Destiny. More louder.
Nope. You want to introduce?
Me? What? Introduce? Yeah, I haven't said anything yet, but yeah, as you said, I'm Nash. Little bit of lore here. I never thought I'd see the day that Bladexa would finally join Team Destiny. But little traitor. But you know what? We're ready. All right, we're ready. Destiny's ready. Everybody getting ready.
All right, so just a bit of background on this fight between Queensland and NT. So Queensland have 4 professional players from Ground Zero Gaming with their cricketing star, Lakeh. He is going to be the main star for this match. It's his first real kind of exhibition pro scene match. It was really good to see. But right now, both teams are nearly ready. We're going to have a best of 3 fearless, the same as the Worlds format. And Team Queensland have opted for blue side for game 1, and we're about ready to go. What are your thoughts on this matchup between both of these teams? You reckon our boys are going to take the win?
Well, I'm very excited. This is actually kind of a dream team for us. This is definitely the best we could make out of the this season's players.
Yep.
So, I mean, I reckon they've got at least a game in them. Look, hey, man, I'm on Team NT, all right? I reckon these boys will win, all right? Sure, I might be hoping for a 2-0 stomp. That'd be pretty sick. I'm not going to say that's going to happen. I'm just going to say, like, hey, if it happens, prediction, all right? Predicted. But you know what? Let's not make any statements I can't back up. So you know what? Let's see how these boys do.
No worries. And just a bit of background on some of these players. So Bladexa and both Prodigium, 3-time champions in the respective scene here in the NT, where we have run the Array Elite Series and Next Tier Gaming Esports in the past. So these guys have been proven to play at the top level, and it's just a matter of time before we load into Summoner's Rift here. And just a reminder, this is a best of 3 fearless draft, so you will see a variety of champions played throughout this best of 3. Hopefully we get 3 banger games, but right now we're just sorting that out at the moment. But we want to thank Ground Zero Gaming for supplying these professional players from Styled, Kenvo, and the rest of them. But I just want to give a special shout out to our boys. This is basically the best of NT's talents in terms of prowess and skill. So we're going to find out if they can measure up to these Ground Zero professional players. And we do also want to shout out Southern Cross University for also being part of this event and supplying the team for Ground Zero. So we want to give a shout out to Tim Joyce as well. But right now we're just loading into the Rift just about. But before that, we have Champion Select. Nash, do we think we're going to expect any interesting champions coming out? Anything you want to see specifically?
Let me see. If I have to, you got to twist my arm. You got to twist my arm. I always love seeing a little bit of, the Aatrox. A cane would be, just splash in a little cane. That'd be chef's kiss. Other than that, I suspect we're probably going to see, I don't know, Mbess is pretty popular and pretty strong at the moment. I'm pretty sure she's still way too strong, but you know what? Huh? Scion's OP? Oh, mate, Scion. Look, you gotta love a good Scion, especially because of how annoying they can be, from certain streamers. What other interesting picks are there?
In terms of Worlds, I saw a tiny bit of Ornn played, a tiny bit of Renekton played, but that's about it, if I remember correctly.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised Ornn isn't played more. If it's only a little bit,
he falls back to third priority. So if the picks like the Mbessa Renekton matchup are taken away or picked, and then you got Scion into whatever other tank, that's what the usual trade-off is. Aurora used to be popular in the top lane, but that's kind of fallen off. Only the Shy plays it, but he's not at Worlds anymore. But we're just... We had to recreate lobby.
Technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Back to the interesting picks. I mean, do I DOS some of our boys? do I DOS some of them? Because I've got some of their picks are very interesting to me.
I'm sure based off how things have transpired, both teams haven't really done research on each other. So I think it's just a matter of who is proficient, the most proficient on their champions, and who is able to fight lane really, really well. But yeah, our boys in the NT do have a big task ahead of them. Can they stand up to Queensland's might? That remains to be seen. But hopefully we get into game one. We're just waiting for the Queensland boys to get into lobby so we can get that underway. And just a reminder as well, at DiGiT here 2025, the Array have set this all up. So we do want to be thankful to the Array, the Northern Territory Government, Tangled Ventures, and Next Tier Esports for the Array Elite Series, but most importantly for DiGiT 2025. So yeah, hopefully we get this underway shortly.
All right.
Yeah, we got it.
I've been told to be loud. All right. Quote unquote, hype it up. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, sorry about the delays, everybody. Just sorting out some technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll be starting within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes over time.
Well. Yeah, I know it.
All right, everyone. While we're waiting for the shoutcasting and the legal entry
No,
between
his
Northern
mic
Territory
is
and
connected.
Queensland,
No, I'm just
I just want to
asking
do a big shout
the
out
stream.
to the Array. The Array, Dylan is
yeah,
right here.
we're
And
picking
so
him
I'll
up.
give you a round of applause, everyone. Putting on this event.
Oh, we're just picking up his microphone, so we might have to mute.
Territory Government, Mr. Carl is here, everyone. Do a round of applause. Great to have her here. Front row seats of the League of Legends match. And I also just want to remind everyone we have lots to do in here. It's the Digital Esports Haven Mario Kart comp over there. If you want to get involved in that, we have an exclusive DiGiT pin. We have the Tekken comp that is
Wish they hurry up
we have
already.
the Tekken comp. If you want to enter that, free to enter. Free to play over there, pinball machines, arcade machines, Minecraft over there, and of course indie games that are made in the NT. Go check them out, play them, have some fun, alright? Don't forget the survey as well, you get a chance to win some cool prizes. Don't want to miss that. So, I think I've got everything out of the way. Everyone guys, have a good day. Let's get things back to the shoutcasters. League of Legends. Thank you.
I'm still muted. I've been muted. All right, we've been passed back over to the talking stick.
Yeah, so we're just remaining for one more player, and then we'll get right into Champion Select, Queensland versus NT. Queensland are starting and opted for blue side in this best of 3 Fearless series, so...
I don't want to mention the cricketer.
I already have.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, I must have missed that. All right. So I have it on good word that Lakeh is going to be carrying the Queensland team.
Yeah, he's known for his prowess at the moment. Looks like he'll be jungling. He does have a tall task ahead of him, so it'll just be a matter of time before we get this last player in. But it seems the technical difficulties are out of our control at the moment based off the last player joining in, so there will be a slight delay, but hopefully we can get someone in. We're pending one more player, but his internet just dropped off. He's coming back online now. It's out of our control.
All right, well, we're sort of ready for these types of things when this happens. So this is why I got these t-shirts. Who wants a t-shirt? Who wants a gaming t-shirt? Now this is size. These are medium. Alright. So, over here. Alright, so I'm going to throw it out there. I want to make a bit of a puddle right here. Over there. I'll try and... I got heaps of these, so don't worry if you miss out. Right, now close my eyes.
that's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting streaming here, Dave.
Make some noise. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Again.
All right.
Nearly stacked it.
We'll stick it at 2 for now, but stick around and get some more out. Guys, we have the League of Legends game. NT versus Queensland. You don't want to miss it. These are the best players we've had in the NT versus some really, really good players in Queensland.
Dylan looks pissed. They're doing a tactic of yourself.
What? Queensland?
Just delaying, yeah.
No, I don't think so. We're still waiting on him.
We're waiting on it. Maybe we can play the Southern Cross University video.
He's online.
He's online? Alright, we don't want to
we?
play it then.
Okay.
Alright, he's
How long
online
does the video
now.
go for?
The videos are 3-something minute videos.
Ah.
So we'll play it in between games.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so in between games we're playing the Southern Cross University Esports Guideline video. So Matt mentioned them at the end.
Wouldn't be a stream without technical issues.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully the first game is good.
Sorry, still waiting on one more player. They're currently dealing with internet issues, so
Have you got anyone that can sub in for it?
We had a look.
they are just hopping on now. I believe they are online at Discord, so they are
Loading.
That web there,
dealing with
check
it.
that. It's delaying everything.
Yeah.
Well, still have 12 hours. Just means that our breaks are short.
That's fine.
Pretty much. I think we might have to skip the first, or depending if it gets to 3 games.
Yeah, if it even gets to 3 games. Which I'm hoping it does.
All right, Nash, I guess in the meantime, do you have a prediction for this series? Do you reckon NT is going to take it 2-0, 2-1, or will Queensland come in and upset our NT lads?
2-1 NT.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1?
Yeah,
All
2-1.
right. Yeah, I'm rooting for the NT boys as well, so hopefully they take the series 2-1. They've shown throughout the many competitions currently and in the past that they do have the talent to stand up to these professional players. We're just going to find out if their synergy is enough to overcome the overwhelming talent that the Queensland boys possess, because they have been proven on the professional grounds, and this is an exhibition match, so there's definitely a lot at stake at the moment, and they're definitely playing for a prize pool as well. So these boys will be showing up. They're going to be playing their best at the moment, so it'll just be a matter of time before our last play comes online from the Queensland side. But we do apologise for the delay once again. The series goes for roughly for another 2.5 hours, so hopefully we get this one underway.
All right. Looks like that guy.
Alright, guys, we've got a substitute player filling in for our
Oh, there it is.
We should be ready to go. As starting it off, looks like we're good. We're finally in Kenvo.
All right, so for all our viewers, this is a best of 3 fearless draft. So only champions can be played once, and then it's taken away for the rest of the series. So you could call it a bit of a gamble when it comes to pick and bans, but we're going to see the first ban, Nico, pretty prominent in Worlds at the moment, but in this exhibition match, Prodigium has definitely proven to play that champion very, very well.
Sorry guys, just remember you got people that don't know about League of Legends. Tell them about the game as well.
Yeah, that's what I've done. All right, so Nico has been banned away from Team Queensland's taken away Nico from Team NT at the moment. This game is basically called League of Legends. It is a 5v5 game, and the goal of this game is to take the enemy towers and eventually the Nexus. So that once the team takes the Nexus, they win the match, and on both the southern and the north cross of the map. At the moment, we have Jace been taken away from Thiensf. He is pretty prominent on that champion, and they can actually flex it with Fighto and mid. They've shown they can do that, so the NT boys have definitely done their homework. But in the meantime, the first ban phase is 3 bans, and then the second ban phase is 2 bans while they're picking their respective champions. But Nidalee been taken away. What are your thoughts on Nidalee, Nash? It is a Braden special, but Braden's not here.
R.I.P. my boy Braden. I miss you every day, man. Nidalee is such a good character, yet annoying. Like when I play her, she does nothing. But when I see like someone like Braden or a pro player play her, they're just amazing. So much movement, such decent like burst damage.
Yeah, she definitely has one of the fastest clears in the game. But just to remind everyone that we're just going through 3 bans, and then we will start to see champions select and their respective players picking their champions. We do have Cassio being taken away from Fighto. He is pretty strong on that champion in the mid lane. So the NT boys have taken it away. And it looks like Queensland's going to take away another OP top laner. Rek'Sai has actually been played at Worlds a lot in the top side for his sustain. Nash, you know that champion all too well.
Oh, wait a minute. They swapped. Come on, don't do it. Yes!
It is Wukong. So Wukong is basically a jungler in this current patch and has been a jungler for all year. But we're going to see what the last ban is going to be from NT. And it looks like they're going to take away the new champion, Yunara, away from Styles. So he definitely does have a lot of lane prowess in the early game. So they don't want to give him any sort of lead at this point in time. But now we're finally going to see the first champion picked from the side of Team Queensland.
Yep. And just to jump in really quickly, when we talk about junglers, so in League of Legends, we've got some people who actually aren't fully around the League of Legends.
Yep.
There's, 4 areas you can play in the game. There's top lane, mid lane, bot lane, and jungle. Jungle's the most unique role since you don't actually, on the map, we don't have I wish we had a little mini map on the game. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it for the game. I just realized I don't have anything to cross-reference with. But so let's go back to my favorite jungler, Sejuani.
Yep, Sejuani, a pretty safe pick, but very unique to pick her first because Trundle is in the game, so Trundle gets locked in to neutralize Sejuani. So Sejuani is a tank-style champion that is a frontliner for their team, while Trundle is more of a skirmisher but takes away the tank's prowess during team fights. And we do have the ball delivery system with Orianna, so they are looking at the delivery system using Trundle with the pillar to displace someone, and Orianna is a mid lane champion. Does use a mechanical ball to basically control the lane, as we'll see in a few moments once we load into Summoner's Rift. But we do have Mbessa and Silas, very, very strong picks respectively. So showing the Silas early to try and neutralize the Orianna, and that is a Bladexa special. So hopefully he's able to counteract that Silas early in the early game. But Mbessa being picked as well, pretty strong top laner. Renekton's a no given here. It should be picked, but we're going to see what Team NT do, and that's what they exactly do to neutralize the Mbessa. I would pick Renekton any day of the week in this matchup. He's versing 3 melees. Renekton's very strong in this instance, but right now the first 3 champions have been picked from both Queensland and NT, but now we're going to go into the second ban phase for both teams, and then Team NT will have the last pick, so they will get a strategic advantage in terms of finding out what Team Queensland will be, so hopefully they'll be able to round out their composition. But I think the composition looks pretty good overall.
Yeah, it's looking pretty solid, but hey Ryan, what do you think about the comp so far?
Yeah, so a lot of these characters being chosen right now are very well play a lot at the moment in pro play. So if there are people that do play League of Legends in the audience, the gameplay that you're kind of used to playing by yourself in solo queue or normals or ARM, the champions that you might pick and used to seeing a lot might not be the same champions that we see getting picked in this tournament or this show match. This is more of a competitive landscape that you see more of the stronger champions being picked. Pick them bands. So we are seeing 2 more bands from each team right now, and they're going to both select their last 2 champions. So the blue side chose first, so they're choosing next, and then the red side is going to have their final pick to hopefully counter whatever champion is selected from the blue side. So in the Legends, there's 2 sides of that, blue and red. At the moment, Queensland is playing for the blue side and the Northern Territory. Our team,
Yeah, that's right.
is playing on the red side. So, yeah,
say?
It's complement the team pretty well. It's got a lot of maneuverability, the character, so it should be able to get itself out of these sticky situations to put itself into, and it also acts as an engaging tool for team fights. So this is a 5 versus 5 game, so we will see lots of fighting between each team, and we'll probably see the champion, the 4 champion on the right, engaging those fights as we see a bar getting picked up.
Yep. So right now, the bans have been strategically targeted. So it's forced Charybdis, the 80 carry for Team NT, to be picked last. But we're going to see what the ADC pick is going to be. And it's going to be the Corki, which has been pretty prominent at Worlds so far. I've been watching League of Legends on the World scene. Right now, it is a very strong, it does a lot of upfront burst damage, and it does have a little bit of maneuverability. It is short range, so I should suspect to see the Caitlyn coming out from Charybdis here. If not, he will probably have to go. It is a dive comp, so Kai'Sa is also an angle as well. We're going to see what he actually does here. If he plays it safe, or will he go in? We're going to find out. And he does go for the Kai'Sa, so they will be going in as soon as the Orianna engages with the Rakan and Renekton. They do have a ball delivery system to assassinate a target, but the Bard pick is going to be really neutral in terms of determining some of these team fights. Right now, NT have selected a very standard front-to-back composition. So has Queensland as well, but the differences here are in lane phase. Orianna has the advantage versus Sylas, while the Renekton has an advantage versus the Mbessa early on. So they definitely have won in terms of draft, but the skill coming out from Team Queensland, we're about to see in just a moment. We're a few seconds away from loading into Summoner's Rift, and we would like to thank the Array for basically hosting DiGiT 2025, DiGiT 2025, especially for the esports scene here for the Array Elite Series. It's very wonderful to see esport competitors come together to have fun, but also to compete. So we really want to thank them. And of course, our sponsors are at the back of that: Northern Territory Government, next year Gaming and Esports, and Tangled Ventures. What are your thoughts on both of these drafts overall? Who do you favor?
But before I actually get into that, I keep getting distracted by, there's a sick looking cane scythe. Someone brought in the Rast scythe. Bro, that's so sick.
Can't see.
Yeah, he disappeared somewhere. But anyway, back to the drafts. Oh, man. I mean, I love They swapped? Mbessa top? I mean, Sejuani top, maybe? Anyway, before I even... all right, that... It's not? Oh, okay, cool. I was about to lose my mind if Sejuani was top and Mbessa was jungle. It's very hard because Mbessa and Sejuani, very strong champions. Plus you got this Corki and Sylas. Actually, that reminds me, Sylas and Orianna, how does that interaction work? I haven't seen it before.
So it just depends if Sylas can stack Conqueror. Yeah.
Basic?
So it's definitely a skill-based matchup, but it's definitely a lot easier for Bladexa to control the mid lane versus his opponent. But we do have a spectator delay until both teams will be ready as soon as we spectate them. But I think I really like NT's composition. It's really easy to execute in terms of they can pick a target and they can neutralize the Sejuani very, very well. The Sejuani will be a non-factor this game as long as Nlists subbing in for Braden are able to neutralize the tankiness of the Sejuani. But I think the Sylas has got a lot of work cut out for them, and if this Mbessa can get to the back line, it's just going to be a matter of time before we load in. I really like the Renekton pick here, pretty straightforward. The Trundle, I think their front line is really easy to execute, and yeah, it's going to be a skill-based matchup between both the supports. Prodigium, a 3-time champion in our esports scene here in the NT. Will he be able to take it to Karak, who is subbing in for Kenvo for the first game, and we'll see if he continues to be there or not. But right now, it's just going to be a bit of a lull period at this stage, and once again, they are kind of playing for a prize pool, so it's going to be a pretty spicy best of series, and we do apologize for starting 30 minutes late, but it is what it is. But right now, I feel like NT is going to take game 1 based on draft.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I really like the NT's draft. I'm more curious about Prodigium on Rakan. Have we seen that before?
Yes.
Yeah,
so no, we have, but it was earlier in the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I must have missed that game then. I swear this is the first time for me at least. But anyway, hey Ryan, say something. I've lost my words.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for a delay. 20 more seconds, guys. And then straight into the action.
Yar, matey, we're going in.
So for people that might not be aware, the first minute and 30 of a League of Legends game consists of people just moving around the map, getting vision, playing to kind of find out where the enemy is. And after 1 minute 30 is when the neutral objectives called minions score.
Otherwise, I'll jump on the mic.
Yeah, I'll hype it up. All right. He said turn it up a little bit.
Say, look, we've got some thunder sticks and some lanyards. Ask us to do that.
Yeah.
There's also lots of objectives to do. So it's not just winning the game, it's also consists of getting dragons, getting different objectives, and yeah. So we are currently in game right now, and I'll throw it over to one of my co-casters for their casting.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, we are in game now. Everybody make some noise.
It's black, right?
It's black. Oh, that's right. Hey. Whoa.
All right.
Hold on a minute. Give it a sec. Oh.
It's still black.
Refresh.
All right, we're just sorting out the technical difficulties now. We do apologize.
Other than that, I'll just do a little quick play-by-play while we're waiting to see some visuals. There's a little bit of a scuffle in the top lane here. We had a little scuffle between Mbessa and Renekton. No one died, but I think Mbessa did come out on top a little bit just because she is running Grasp, which I'll explain. Grasp, every 4 seconds of combat, you hit an enemy, you get 5 to 7 max health, permanent max health, and you heal for, I think it's like 3% of your missing health. So it's not too amazing to begin with, but it can ramp up very well over time.
Yeah, he's trying to fix it. It's just black screen at the moment. He's trying to sort it.
Apologies, everyone. We will be right back momentarily. Yeah. Yeah, game's paused.
So get someone to call a pause.
Yeah, it's paused.
Right, next you can come out with me. We're going to do a little bit of League of Legends quiz just to kill time. Yeah, I got a quick.
Maybe just
All right, everyone. While we're waiting for the technical delays, I'm going to be filling in time here, so I just want to first...
All right, he's already started, so we'll just wait a little bit.
You guys having fun so far? Yeah? Make some noise? Alright, so I've got button dash here, dash. I think we're ready to go. We're going to pass it back over. All good. Give it up to our shout-outs, guys. Doing a great job. Let's go. Make some noise for the NT versus Queensland. They're behind. Let's go.
All right, check. Yep, we're live, brothers. Alrighty. No idea what happened there, but hey, we can see again.
We can see the game, but just to see, we do have the Summoner's Rift map. We do have a top lane, a mid lane, and a bot lane. The bot lane consists of an AD carry and a support that work in tangent. Right now, we are seeing the mid lane matchup between Bladexa and Silas at the moment. Right now, both teams are kind of testing the waters in terms of trading health bars until they actually fall or die. But in the meantime, it is going to be a bit of a lull period until we start to hit level 2 or level 3 at the moment. Right now, we do have Team Queensland pushing back the NT lads in the top lane, and we do have a level advantage. Feast NT, it goes into Johnnu here. Johnnu's looking for a bit of a trade, but they're trading back and forth the HP bars. Right now, Renekton and Mbessa both have a door and shield, so they will sustain accordingly. But right now, they're just kind of testing each other's in terms of mechanical skill. But right now, Team NT are pushed underneath the turret in the bot lane at the moment. Right now, Johnnu does have the advantage of Empowered W here, does take advantage of his health bar a little bit more. Silas trying to push in Bladexa, but Bladexa will get the push on him. But man, these guys are already starting to scrap quite a bit.
Yeah, they're getting scrappy with it. Oh, Johnnu, absolutely. That's my boy right there. I'm pretty sure Renekton's supposed to have a bit of an edge in the early game, correct?
He does, but he has to time his autos and Qs at the same time, so he does get a favorable trade. He hasn't been doing that so far. But right now, both of these teams, they're kind of a bit on edge at the moment, but these are the best of the best in terms of NT versus Queensland, so we're going to find out if they have what it takes. Right now, it's still 0-0. As you can see on top of the scoreboard, both teams earn gold throughout the entire game, and once they hit a certain plateau, they can buy items and trade, and they'll be able to become more efficient on their champions as they level up at the moment. But right now, Investor seems to have the advantage on Johnnu. He loses a lot of his health bar. He will have to retreat, and Trundle will be forced to waste a bit of time, but he will look at that Scuttle Crab in the river here. We do have a TP coming from Silas, so they do know he's in the river here. He could get sandwiched if he's not careful. Nlists is in a bit of danger.
Oh no, all right, here comes the collapse coming in. Silas stunning him up. Can he make it to the water? Flash over. He does flash over. No, no one follows him.
They were thinking about it, but the cooldowns were there.
Yeah,
so.
the little safety pillar there just in case. Oh, wait, Silas is still chasing him. Oh, is he going to find him? He finds him. No, run, Trundle, run!
Trundle dies here, unfortunately. Try to get shielded from Bladexa, but Fighto takes first blood for Team Queensland versus NT, and the sub Nlists has fallen at the moment. Right now it's 1-0, and first blood does net you a bit of gold, but right now Johnnu's trying to take a bit of a HP trade does stack his Conqueror into Thiefs here. He will have to be careful because he will lose the extended trade. But right now Prodigium is a bit under pressure under the tower at the moment, and a bit of a CS lead coming out from Styled. He has gained a 2-wave CS lead this early in the game. It just shows how talented the Queensland team is at the moment. All right, so there's not a lot happening at the moment. Both supports are trying to control the map in terms of vision. Vision gives you the advantage in terms of terrain and the ability to team fight, but we do have Prodigium collapsing on Silas here a little bit, but Silas does take the ultimate away from Rakan at this stage of the game. Right now, Trundle and Sejuani are looking over this dragon at the moment, and they're going to look for a bit of a scuffle here. Lakeh has been caught out a little bit. Charybdis in the top lane, does get chunked out, is forced to flash early. He does want to save that HP bar, but right now, Lakeh's trying to get Nlists. Now take it away. Oh my god.
Here we go. Unstoppable Carnage coming in. Imp's already dead before I can even start casting. Now Johnnu already ulted, trying to turn the fight into two. Lakeh and Thiensf are just going to walk away. They don't have to mess with this crocodile. He's raging. They've already got what they want. Trundle's dead and done. Oh, now we've got Silas coming in onto Orianna in the mid lane, but I don't really see much there. They're just doing a bit of a trade. Orianna seems to have lost out a little bit just from the Silas W healing, but damn, that's a lot going on in 2 minutes.
It is. So right now, Silas is popping the Rakan ultimate just to get a HP trade and a advantage in terms of his back. But absolutely gets destroyed. Bladexa gets taken down by the Silas in the mid lane. Has underestimated that Conqueror damage. Right now, Charybdis and Prodigium are under pressure. They're being forced under their own turret at the moment. They're just not able to get any sort of prio at the moment. Right now, the Dragon is just chilling out in on the bottom side of the map at this stage of the game. But right now, the Queensland boys are up 3-0. They're up 2,000 gold, and they definitely do have the priority and the tempo in this game. Right now, Crack's walking into turret range here. It takes 2-3 turret shots. In 4 turret shots, he's able to get it done. Unfortunately, Johnnu's not able to get much of a trade going into Mbessa. He's trying to get that wave to crash so he can get a good back. Right now, Charybdis is under pressure under his turret at the moment. They have no HP bars. If a tower dive comes now, it's going to be very dangerous for the NT team. Hopefully, they'll be able to get it done. He does get vision over the wall, so they'll be able to see if that's the case. But the Queensland boys are one step ahead. They're going to take what is known as the Void Grubs or the Void Mites. They're able to spawn little Void Mites to attack the turret. Right now,
There you go. Tower dive coming in. Prodigium knocks up Crack. Crack is going to... Oh, he just gets out in time. Style take... No, he doesn't. Prodigium folds him through the turret. Now Style under threat here. Prodigium pops the ulti, runs after. Both flashes. He gets caught. Charybdis ties him with his ulti, but no, Prodigium falls to the turret. Styled outplays the engage.
Wow, he outplayed it, but they did take an additional turret shot there and a lot of gold into the Corky's pocket. He is stacking that tier. I want Johnnu to be a bit more aggressive onto this Mbessa, but Mbessa's playing it so well. We do have Nlists coming in.
All right, and Johnnu is just following on. I can't even say anything. That was just, he just flashed to die. That was too quick.
Right now, both of these teams are really competing in terms of priority on the map, but right now the objective control, which is basically the Void Grubs that got taken by Queensland, the Dragon was also there as well, was taken by Team NT respectively. So we might as well talk about Dragons really quickly. How do they work, Nash?
Dragons are the magical creature. Okay, hey, Lakeh, chill. Let me.
Oh, Silas!
Silas coming in onto Bladexa here. He ults the Orion all back into him. Oh, Bladexa, you animal. Pops his own ultimate to push him away. Johnnu is TPing.
Oh no, what's he doing?
Unstoppable threat. Thiensf cancels Johnnu's TP. He's now in the middle of 2 members of Team Queensland. He's stunned up. I don't think he's going to be able to do much to get out. He's too much damage.
He can't. Just the ego to TP right in front of the enemy is a bit of a double-edged sword right now. Prodigium is just trying to give any sort of tempo for Bladexa to get a free recall here. Right now, they're only saving Grace at the moment. Is starting to stack these Dragons. So if Team NT are able to stack more Dragons, they will be able to claim something that is called a Dragon Soul that will give them additional stats and buffs and potentially resistances throughout this game, because they will kind of need it, because right now Queensland have all the tempo.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I don't know. I see 4 or 5 members up the top side here. 3 Queenslanders. Karak is trying to start something here, maybe. Prodigium just pushes him off.
No, right now Team Queensland are just trying to starve gold away from Team NT by pushing them back away from the turret. And they're taking turret platings, which grants additional gold, 120 gold to be exact at this stage of the game. And Corky right now is becoming a rich boy at this stage of the game. He's able to probably finish his Triforce, finish his first core items. And right now, that's what the teammates are doing right now. He's getting collapsed on.
Oh, and we also have a TP coming in from Fighto. Thiensf in a 1v2 situation, but now it's a 2v2. INF flash it away. He does get caught.
Wow, it's just so quick. Unfortunately, Mbessa does have an Eclipse item, which does HP shred damage, and the Trundle just absolutely melted, and right now, Team Queensland are getting all the priority in the river at this stage of the game, and right now this Mbessa is starting to go out of control. Renekton is falling behind harshly in this game.
One of these days, I will be able to say Unstoppable Carnage without just starting. Oh, we go into Lakeh, missing the ultimate. But he's going to get stunned up either way, and he lived a lot longer than I thought.
He did, but he wanted to stack his Conqueror for the style points. As his name projects, Fighto right now is using Silas really, really aggressively in this mid game. Always stacking that Conqueror passive, so he's just able to get that additional damage in and healing throughout these skirmishes, which is proving a bit troublesome for Bladexa as he rushed an item called Rod of Ages, which is a scaling, stacking item. So at this stage of the game, it looks like Team NT are just trying to survive this onslaught coming in from Team Queensland.
Yes, sir. Now they are making endless homeless in the jungle now, but we do see Prodigium and Charybdis helping push out Team Queensland from their own jungle.
You're not talking into.
Ambassador going in on top. We see Silas coming in, just trying to one-shot the Nlists, and he does go down. Oriana comes through, separates Team Queensland from their frontliners. Johnnu trying to run away now, but he's getting stunned up under the turret.
Oh!
And Silas is going on top of Oriana, gets one, and almost gets this. He does get Bladexa. That was just a well-played fight from Queensland. They really just separated the front line from the back line for Team NT and just quickly ran through them.
Yeah, it's just absolutely disgusting. Silas is running over this game, just the amount of AP and stacking that Dark Seal, getting 10 stacks on it, and they're going to pick up the mid lane turret here with the Eclipse. No, he's going to back off and clear the minion wave. So that was a 4-for-nothing trade. Team NT weren't able to get a kill back. They will claim the dragon, and they will claim the mid lane turret. They have all the tempo going into this first game. We can see if Team NT can hang on here. Their only saving grace is Charybdis on this Kai'Sa pick at the moment. Does have that first item, but will probably need that second item so he can do additional damage in these fights, because right now the skirmishes are going all the way of Team Queensland at the moment. They're showing why Ground Zero Gaming are the big boys in this matchup, but hopefully Team NT can hang on at this stage. Right now it's just a tug of war in terms of vision control. Right now Queensland do have the edge in that regard, and Team NT right now, they're just trying to get items, they're just trying to survive, and we're going to see if they're going to fight this Rift Herald or give it away. What is a Rift Herald?
All right, Rift Herald is a, I think it's classified as an epic jungle monster. Basically, once slain by either team, it will drop its eye. You'll have like 30 seconds to pick up said eye, and that will appear in your inventory, where you can channel for like 4 seconds and summon the Rift Herald to fight on your side. Once spawned in, it will then start running down the closest lane that it was spawned near, and just go for the turrets. All it does is, it's basically just a turret killer. If you want to do a big push, take the Rift Herald, summon it into like mid lane, and then just watch it just melt through the turrets.
That's essentially it here. So we do have Team Queensland taking that Rift, just like you said. Nice explanation there. But right now, this investor is so strong, can take this 1v2 no problem at this stage of the game. The Eclipse item just showing how strong she is in those short trades. And right now, Johnnu's just trying to survive on the top side. Charybdis is going to try and get something back, but Karak has all the tempo against Prodigium at the moment in this support matchup, and just clearing the vision out from Team NT. And at this stage, they're going to start stacking dragons really, really quickly. Silas into this Renekton matchup. Just Johnnu's so behind on this Renekton, just can't do much. And right now, they're just poking each other, having a bit of fun in our jungle at the moment. But right now, all the controls in Team Queensland's way. Man, I got to say, it's a bit rough for them.
Why is it Bard players, man? Why are they always talking, oh, but we got a TP coming in. Who is that? That is Silas coming through. Oh, we might have a big tower dive here. Prodigium trying to get away. And listen, hunting down Prodigium, pops the ulti, but Silas also pops the ulti. Oh my god! He comes down on top of the third from Thiensf, but he does get Bard ulted under his enemy turret. I believe that was only 2 members from Team NT have fallen.
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Just the amount of tempo that Team Queensland have, just TPing in their faces, slapping them with their gold wallets at the moment. Right now, Queensland are up 8,000 gold, which is essentially another player's gold just about. So They have all the tempo on their side at the moment. Johnnu is just trying to get this top lane, but unfortunately the TP comes in from Mbessa. So TP is a summoner spell that allows you to teleport to your respective turret to try to defend it or create tempo. But right now Silas is just so strong, even at a low amount of HP, is just dancing with Charybdis and Prodigium at the moment. Just knows he's not in danger in any way, shape or form here. Can pretty much one-shot anyone he wants with the items he has. Right now he's got maximum magic penetration. He's just able, as soon as he latches onto someone, it's going to be absolutely disgusting the amount of damage he does. Right now Endless is in trouble.
Oh no, Endless is going, oh, he's already fallen to, I can't even, yeah, at this point, they just pull the trigger and you blink, you miss it, someone dies. That's how strong they are at the moment. But Johnnu, all right, trying to start something with Thiensf. I don't think he's that worried because he is very, very fed. 2 items up, 2 levels up. He can just 1v3 at this point.
Oh!
Johnnu. He pops the ultimate, but doesn't get quite.
Oh my god!
Okay, that was a jump scare. But back to what we have. Oh no, Johnnu gets hit by Sejuani's ultimate, flashed over the wall, but it is pointless. You're going to be run down and taken out.
Silas is there.
Coming in with his ultimate to try and heal for his teammates, but it doesn't work.
Oh!
Nexa flashes, but still dies. No, Prodigium falls as well.
Unfortunately, that is a 4-for-0 trade. Queensland running away with this game. This Silas pick is absolutely bonkers at the moment. Just one shot, anything that moves. And right now, NT are in a bit of trouble at the moment. Yeah, so we'll take a miracle. Right now, a objective called Artican has spawned on the map, and it has Queensland's logo written all over it. They're starting that one up. Artican's basically an objective that you can take that will give you additional stats that collect roses around the map, so you get additional ability power or attack damage. At this stage of the game, they have control of every single objective, and right now, Team NT are just trying to farm and survive at this stage of the game. They're going to take this Artican uncontested here. Right now, this Renekton is non-existent. The Mbessa is just so strong at the moment. I'm surprised by Lakeh's Sejuani is just able to keep up with Nlists in terms of the jungle clear, but they should really try to take advantage of this 2v4 scenario. Hopefully they'll be able to collapse here and just do something and take advantage of Mbessa's over-aggression here, try to bait with the Trundle. But right now this Bard is playing very, very respectfully, and they're just waiting on the vision of Team NT. They're not even going to step up even a little bit here right now. Team NT, they're sweating at the moment. It's only going to be a matter of time before that never-ending team fight will occur. But right now Queensland are playing it very methodical, very paced. They're taking all the objectives off the map, and they will eventually start taking the NT's turrets in their inner base. It's looking really rough for them at the moment. Correct, just having a bit of fun with Prodigium and Nlists at the moment, just throwing away a couple of stuns here or there, and they're just starving up at the moment. Right now, the NT boys are starving.
Damn, boy, they're hungry.
All right, so they have a window here to actually get a trade, but unfortunately Silas is here with the Orianna. Orianna goes in. Ooh.
Here we go, Prodigium starting off the ultimate, but here comes Thiensf with the unstoppable onslaught. He's in the backline now. He's trying to stun him up. Correct's ultimate stuns up 2 members of NT, and Silas is just destroying their team with Orianna's ultimate. Endless is trying to run away. He's behind 4 members of Team Queensland, and he cannot survive in which it's supposed to be his own turf, but it's Team Queensland's now. And as they march onto the final 2 turrets of the Nexus, we're going to be... Okay, you're just styling now, Silas. Come on, Charybdis. You can live in your own fountain, please. Someone, just end the game, please. Don't kill him again, all right? Actually, he only died once this game. That's pretty good. But yes, as we see, the final Nexus turret has fallen. Team Queensland will be closing this game out after they take one more kill. Oh, Charybdis just living.
Brief little summary and then go to the video. And
Get the next game underway very shortly, and keep you posted on that. But,
Yeah, just right now, Ground Zero Gaming showing us why they're professional players. Right now, the NT have to go back to the drawing board. They did definitely have winning lanes, but right now it is looking very, very tough for them in terms of coming back and bouncing back in Game 2 in a best-of-3 series. I got to say, that was a pretty insurmountable game, like you said, Alpha Acacia, in terms of just trying to survive. The Silas and the Ambessa were just absolutely diving the NT lads over and over again with the assistance of the Sejuani and the Bards. So right now we're going to load into Game 2. We're just going to get the lobby ready, and Team 2, or the NT lads, do have pick in terms of which side they want in this best-of-3 series. It is a fearless, so the champions that you saw are not allowed to be played again in this second game. At the moment, it looks like, are we going to see Kenvo back here? Hopefully. Karak was a sub for Game 1 for Team Queensland, but right now we do have a bit of apologies coming in from Queensland, so we will take those where we can. But right now it looks like Team NT are opting for blue side at this point in time. And at this stage, what do you think NT need to do to come back? It's just going to be, it does hit the moral compass or the mental capacity just a little bit in terms of the NT lads getting spanked like that, but they're the best of the best in terms of our talent. But right now we're just going to go to a quick break and we'll be right back for Game 2. Yeah. Southern Cross video. Esports guidelines and mental health.
hopefully sort it out in the next rendition of the video. But there was a close matches, so hopefully everyone that was paying attention was reading along and paying attention to that. So Southern Cross University is leading the way in developing some of those esports guidelines, as the video mentioned. And yeah, so.
Yeah, we're going to load in right now to game 2. Right now, Queensland have taken the first game in this best-of-3 Fearless series for this exhibition match between the talent of NT and Queensland. Team NT have opted for blue side. The difference between blue and red side, or Team 1 and Team 2, is the priority of first pick and last pick in the draft phase, or the champion pick. So right now, all teams are ready to go. We're going to just dive right into champion select here. And right now, the NT boys, they're going to try and redeem themselves in game 2. They did kind of get a bit of a shellacking in game 1, so hopefully they're able to get things done. But as you can see on the champion icons on the top of your screen, those champions cannot be played again in this series. So Sejuani and Bessa, Corky, Silas, Bard, Prodigium, Rakan, Kaiser, Trundle, Oriana, and Renekton, the names of those champions. And right now, we will probably have to see what the NT boys can actually do in terms of bringing this series back, as Queensland now have the reign of last pick and red side, so they'll be able to control their draft phase a little better. But now we're going to see some more unorthodox picks being taken away here. What do you think that Team NT can do to come back into this game, Alpha Arcasia?
Yeah, so for the early game, the black first hand for the NT side, unfortunately for that NT jungler getting caught out by the Fighto winning titles. So hopefully we see a little bit more awareness from the NT side of where that style is, or where that mid laner is, rather, because we are in Fearless, so we can't pick the same champions as we chose last game. So all the 10 picks in game 1 are banned, so you don't need to worry about them anymore. We're going to see 10 brand new champions as we are going through the first ban phase. Both teams are banned 3 champions each, as we are seeing it should be about the same bans. Looks like Queensland is opting in for the same bans, but the NT side is banning Sana and Jace, which I need.
Yeah, they are. So both of these teams done a bit of their homework in terms of seeing how deep their respective opponent champion pools go. But right now, NT don't have that advantage because right now they've only lost to probably more predominant picks that they were caught off guard by. But Ziggs is a pretty safe ban, all things considered. Can be flexed in that bot lane just to allow the enemy support to roam and do their thing. And right now we do have another jungler being taken away by Queensland. So they're definitely targeting that champion pool coming in from NT, trying to get that prio for Lakeh from Queensland side. Right now, he is just having so much fun in terms of being the catalyst and the support jungler player for his team, because right now Queensland are just showing that lane phase is all about how they're going to win the game. Right now, we're going to see if NT can have those surprise picks to bring this back. We're going to see what the first pick is going to be coming in from Johnnu, and they're going to take away that Yunara. Charybdis, the AD carry for Team NT, has shown that he is one of the most proficient users of this champion on the server here, and he has reached Challenger before, so we're going to find out if he can bring that skill into this game, because they sorely need it after that game 1. So hopefully it hasn't rattled Team NT a lot in terms of that game 1 shellacking, but we're going to see how Queensland will counter with these next few picks. Yes.
So his name is Jarvan, a jungler, typically, as we are seeing Lakeh deciding on what his third or second pick is going to be, as it's locked in as Lucian, the gunslinger.
Yes, so right now the Nami should be ringing a bit of alarm bells for the side of NT. We're going to see what they're going to do, if they can kind of synergize it with Yunara. Yunara prefers a support of that nature. The Karma usually is a pick that we see played with Charybdis in terms of him picking Yunara. But yeah, J4, pretty standard jungler, like you said, does pretty good overall as a kind of like a support utility pick for his team is able to trap a lot of the NT players in terms of just starting those fights. But we do have Sion finally being picked here, and I'm surprised it got through this far in the draft phase. So yeah, it gets picked by NT, one of the best top laners so far at Worlds and in our competition so far.
Chris just mentioned Worlds. So in League of Legends, there is a international tournament going on right now. Tomorrow is the grand final, and that tournament is called Worlds. So this Sign champion on the left, the second pick, is very, very, very strong right now. I'd say it's a must pick or a must ban. So you should always ban it, or you should always prioritize picking it. So we see, yeah, the NT side picking up a very, very strong.
Yes, he's come back. Ooh. Yeah, as stated, because yeah, he was out for the first game, but it looks like the NT lads are like, Braden, we need you to come back. We need to win this game too, and that's what they do. And Queensland have brought in their actual player, Kenvo. He's back now as well by the look of things. So right now, Graves actually being picked here, so a very high risk, high reward pick coming in from NT in terms of Graves. Will he be able to keep up with Lakeh in the jungle? I'm sure he will, but will he be an effective pick? That's a different story, because right now Graves not really a good pick with the Inara, but is able just to be very proficient in terms of jungle clear. So we're going to see if the NT boys are able to get the gold in their pockets sooner rather than later. And of course, Gwen being picked here into the Sion, which is a pretty standard pick, but I have to say, it is one of those picks where it can melt the Sion, but Sion is just so strong, just health stacking, just able to survive for so long. But if anyone can do it in the top lane, it's definitely Thiensf in terms of his ability to control a lane, because right now he has shown Johnnu who the best top laner is in this exhibition series. But in this last part of the ban phase, we have Braum being taken away, pretty standard with Lucian. If Nami is not picked, he's able to stun opponents up with that passive with Lucian. And Galio being taken away with Tway, so they're definitely targeting Bladexa's mid lane champion pool, more of his comfort picks, and also the ability to back up Sion and just have that second layer of crowd control, because right now they are starting to lack that crowd control just a little bit. So I think we might see Bladexa more on a utility pick here, but that remains to be seen at the moment. But we do have the Cassio being taken away from Fighto, so it's just a matter of time before we see the last two picks from both of these squads.
Yeah, unfortunately for the viewers, there's a lot of talking during this phase of the game. So when the players are choosing their champions, it's not as exciting.
Yep.
For the more League of Legends literate people that are more aware of what happens within the game, this can be just as exciting.
Yeah.
As the gameplay itself. A lot of people like to see the mind games that they play at this stage of the game, where there's a lot of champions that you can select. I think it's 180.
Yep. Yep.
They can play, and a lot of them are strong and weak into certain champions. So we will see a lot of those types of matchups, as they call them. So the sign on that second pick on the left versus that third pick on the right is a very right-sided matchup. The Gwen is very well known for cutting down, sticking down, as we say, with her scissors. The 10-year champion.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're getting into the final picks.
Yep, the final picks. And right now, Team Queensland have done their homework. I believe Bladexa did wanted to pick Victor with his composition, but Styled has taken away that pick, so he's forced into the Syndra versus the Gwen and versus the Jarvan. So this is actually not a really high priority pick for him, all things considered, because he really has to keep an eye on, especially the Rel stacked on top as well. So right now, Bladexa is in a bit of danger in this mid lane, especially against this Jarvan and the roaming Rel. But we're going to see if the Nautilus picked here by Team NT can match the roaming prowess of Team Queensland, because right now Prodigium has been behind the 8-ball in terms of just trying to keep up with the enemy support coming in from Queensland. But both drafts have been completed. They're all pretty well rounded, all things considered. But right now, I think the late game with the Gwen and the Victor, Lucian does fall off. So I'd say both drafts are evenly matched. It just comes down to execution. But we haven't seen a Rel in quite a while. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so this real character has a lot of stuns, so a lot of abilities that lock up real characters. You're not able to move. So those are called crowd control
Yeah, yeah. Well, technically, probably only have one more match, so we'll see.
Enemy territory in the territory, if the enemy is trying to get within your territory, you try to defend it. If the enemy is in their territory, you want to try and push your advantage, and you have already taken out all those early game frees, and you want to
I believe it's 12:45.
enemy in their territory. That's where that stage of the game, that mid stage of the game, is where you start looking at those types of movement. And then the late game, where lots of the characters have all of their islands or most of their islands, and it's just it's all like roll. So there's lots of team fight between each team. So yeah, we will see the early game starting up in a minute 30 on that clock. It's the grey line into the middle, and hopefully there's no technical difficulties this time.
Hope not, but yeah, right now, as Alpha Arcasia has said, that both of these teams have very clear identities in the draft phase. The Victor and the Gwen will be looking to scale throughout the game. Gwen is more known as a mid to late game scaler now based off the changes. And we're going to see how this jungle matchup now, because our boy Braden is back and he's playing Graves against Lakeh's Jarvan, so that'll be a key matchup, Nash. What are your thoughts on Braden coming back to save his boys?
Oh, come on, man. Someone muted me. Yeah, boy. Braden's here. All right. The hope of NT coming at you. Well, he's on Graves, so this man's going to have fun no matter what. I'm really excited because Braden's definitely the best jungler I've seen in a while. Not counting pro players, okay. Well, otherwise, we're going to be here for ages. But he's definitely the best jungler we've seen in the NT scene. He just finds a way to just do something. He'll find a way into your jungle, whether you like it or not, whether he has any right to, and get away with it. So he's going to make this match very interesting. I've also just noticed, what is the NT team's draft? Because not that it's a bad thing. How did Bladexa get Syndra, Braden get Graves, Charybdis get Yunara, and hey, even Johnnu really likes Sion. How did this go through?
I think it's because the Queensland team has a lot of good answers to those characters. They are very strong characters, the Sion, the Yunara, and the Syndra.
Yep.
I mean, the Victor scales well, so it goes from the early to mid game to the late game very well. And
Yeah.
I want to just talk about this format for this game. It's a best of 3. So the first game has already gone through. So the NT really need to win this next game
To keep the series alive.
Yes, sir.
So for everyone in the crowd, NT are on blue side now and Queensland on red side. The picks coming in from NT are probably a bit more comfort, except for the Syndra pick. I believe Bladexa did want to pick that, but it got taken away from him, so he had to settle for the Syndra pick, unfortunately. But right now, we have loaded into Summoner's Rift. Is NT going to bring it back, or will Queensland reign supreme?
NT. Oh, no, Bladexa's getting NT'd.
Yeah!
Oh, sorry for yelling. I forget I have a mic sometimes.
It's okay, but right now NT are probably looking to just try and take control of the tempo of this game, because right now Braden is probably the most efficient jungler in terms of clearing his camps and the ability to counter jungle really, really well. We're going to see if Lakeh, the star player of Team Queensland, is able to keep Braden under control. As you can see here, he's already looking to invade.
Yeah, like I said, Braden's an animal, a good animal. We like this animal, but he's an animal. He doesn't matter what game he's in. He's going into your jungle. This is not your house. This is our house.
It is our house. Right now, bot lane should have prior due to Charybdis taking lethal tempo over Styles PTA. So it's going to be dependent if Prodigium's Nautilus pick can land those hooks so he can start to stack that lethal tempo. But I think Victor will actually have the advantage in this lane phase till Bladexa gets level 3. So he will get poked out slowly but surely. But right now, it's just a matter of both teams just trying to get a bit of gold. But yeah, Johnnu using that Sion pick really well, has gone for grasp. He wants to stack against his Gwen. So that's going to be pretty fun for the entirety of lane phase. But right now, this bot lane is very volatile. We're going to see who pulls the trigger first.
Yeah, so as I was mentioning before, we're in the early game of the game. This is where those blue and red minions, those little creeps, they're called, attack one another, and you only get gold and experience if you hit them. So actually, you get gold, you get experience no matter what. You only get gold if you last hit. So it's called last hitting. And yeah, so lots of fighting in this bot lane. The health about even.
It's pretty slow, all things considered. But the only thing to note right now, Fighto's just absolutely pushing Bladexa under his turret, forcing him to miss a bit of gold. So there's already a bit of a mid lane advantage there right now. Thief's trying to get a slow push going, so they could see a potential J4 gank scenario on that side. Both junglers have gone for a pretty standard clear, all things considered. But right now, surprisingly, Lakeh is a bit ahead. So BRDN did something.
Yeah, he might have been caught in the jungle. I haven't been paying too much attention to BRDN since it's a bit early. But here we go in the bot lane. Prodigium just missing the hook, but does get the stun onto Rel, but she just waltzes out, just jumps out the way. Yeah,
right now that lethal tempo rune is very dangerous. If Charybdis is able to stack that up, Style's going to be very careful in terms of those short-term trades with PTA. So we're going to see if Kenvo and Style are able to survive this, because Prodigium and Charybdis, they should have prio in this lane. So it's just a matter of time. Right now, Rel's looking for a bit of engage here.
Yeah, but I don't get it. But Styled forced to flash away from Prodigium. Charybdis is just trying to finish Rel off, ignoring Styled, but does get the flash. But BRDN is fighting Lakeh now. It's a 1v1 in the top lane jungle. BRDN is trying to run away, but I don't know. Is he going to get taken out by Lakeh this early?
They're trying to bait him in.
Bladexa. Wow, that could have gone very south very quickly for Team NT. But
who is this Lakeh guy?
Bro, he just came into his house and took the whole kitchen sink. Bladexa, that was very lucky that it's only early into the game. Sorry, the screen winked. Don't worry.
Yeah, the screen wins, but right now it looks like the priority in the bot lane is pretty standard. Looks for a hook.
What was that flash away to dodge the Rel engage? But gets the root off. Charybdis flashes to secure the kill.
Oh, he's a god right now. Charybdis flash perfectly just outside tower range there, showing why he is the best AD carry in terms of our scene at the moment. Right now, Johnnu is just trying to survive the Gwen in the first couple of levels before he starts stacking that HP, because right now Gwen has a substantial CS lead in the top lane, while Fighto has a substantial lead in the mid lane here. Right now, Bladexa is struggling. He is forced to use his TP early on here. Victor does have the advantage in the early levels till Bladexa gets his first core item. And right now, it looks like NT is looking a lot better. The gold is even across the board, and they did get the first kills. So Charybdis, he's set up for success.
He is. That is our hope of NT. Prodigium lands the hook onto the Victor, but Victor does waltz out away. Now Rel under attack, trying to get away as fast as she can, but she cannot get sniped by Bladexa with a nice QE.
Bladexa is so happy to have that additional gold in his pocket to make up for that CS gap, but BRDN is trying to take it to Lakeh now.
BRDN did not like Lakeh invading him, so now it's just it's free game. Anything goes. Prodigium here to help him out. But Lakeh
double TP!
The Thiensf coming in from behind as well, and they've got to TP even further. But Bladexa does manage to burst down Lakeh and gets away. BRDN getting very low, but Thiensf flashes over the wall and finishes off BRDN. Now it's just it's what has happened to Team NT. They've just fallen apart. Bladexa, second one to fall, and Prodigium, the lone survivor of what should have been a very nice play for Team NT.
Yeah, at the moment, Bladexa did pick up those 2 kills in the early game, so he is happy with that. He's able to even out the gold against Fighto on the Victor pick, because right now he really sorely needed it. Right now, Lakeh is looking on this top side, but I think he will just go for a reset at this stage of the game. Bot lane is a bit more volatile, but Kenvo is playing a bit more respectful. They're just trying to get this wave to crash, so they're able to get a recall for this Infernal Drake. But I don't know if Charybdis will have the ego to let him, but right now, Lakeh and Thiefs, they're going to kill Johnnu.
Johnnu, no, my boy, he gets flagged and dragged, and now he's sent to the fountain.
Yeah, so right now, unfortunately, Johnnu has fallen here and has lost a lot of tempo across this Gwen. Gwen's going to get this free lane to crash at the moment. Charybdis does have his lethal tempo stack. Brayden is in the wings.
Oh, but here comes the exhaust coming down from Rel, but Brayden's going to be there to finish up the kill. A barrier will not save you. Prodigium says the turret will not save you. Well, actually, it did save him. My bad.
Yeah, that's all right. Kenvo's like, hey, you forgot about my flip back. That's what's up. That's why I have the horse. But anyways, that is an even trade, 1-for-1. And Brayden only got that kill because he has Dark Harvest on Graves, so he is definitely playing this to win. He wants to get those stacks, but right now this dragon is a bit volatile. Stun comes through.
Bladexa snipes Victor with a nice stun. Here comes Brayden as well, trying to get some damage off the Bladexa falling low as well. Bladexa almost gets traded back, but he finishes him off with his ultimate.
All right, so Brayden, Dark Harvest technology and the smoke screen. Unfortunately, Fighto wasn't able to flash out because the smoke screen disables your summoners while you're in it. So unfortunately, Fighto does fall there, and they do have the advantage in terms of taking this first dragon, which is an Infernal Dragon, which gives you an additional percentage of attack damage or ability power. But right now, collapse in the bot lane. Nautilus and Charybdis looking for Thiefs on the Gwen pick.
Oh no, Thiensf is in trouble here. Charybdis is looking like the strongest member on Team NT, but now he's getting turned on to Thiensf. Is not afraid. He is going onto Charybdis. But can he finish him off? He's got those Q stacks, but no! Brayden comes in to pick up a kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, Queensland, bit of an ego challenge there, unfortunately, for the Gwen. Yeah, knew that Brayden was on the bot side after that trade, but unfortunately...
Oh, but Johnnu now under attack. He's not quite there. He's full HP. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys. That's a tank.
That's okay, but right now, both junglers are taking the objectives on the top side and the bot side. NT are taking the Infernal Dragon while the Void Mites are going to the side of Team Queensland. So I think the Gwen's going to be awesomely happy about taking those Mites because she will definitely have the advantage in the side lane against this Scion. So the Gwen pick actually coming in clutch.
Oh, Victor's already dropped his ultimate, trying to finish him off, but that is a very slow-moving storm. Oh, here we go. Johnnu now on the threat. Rel trying to dive in on top of him. The boys are here. The boys are back in town. Johnnu turns around with an ultimate. Here comes the TP coming in from Fighto.
Hit him.
Oh, but Prodigium just missing the hook, but Johnnu is still chasing in his undead form. I think this is where the fight is going to end. Oh, sorry. That was Thiensf coming in. My bad.
All right, so Queensland with 4 boys in the top side here while Charybdis is on the bot lane taking some plates. Force the NT lads to drag.
Oh, Lakeh coming in with the flag and dragon goes into the unstoppable. They are trying to run away, but Thiensf is now dropping down his ultimate to chase after Prodigium. Prodigium hooks to the turret and makes it out alive. Brayden and Bladexa are trying to see if they can find something here now. Rel misses the ultimate and tries to go in. Brayden finds a way. Bladexa does finish off Kenvo with his ultimate, and now it's Queensland running for their lives. And Bladexa with the flash Q, picking up Lakeh for a double kill. Thiensf does dash over the wall, and I think I can finally take a breath. That's the end of that fight, and oh man.
So just coming in clutch here, Queensland tried to overload the top side, but Bladexa was able to rotate because he had to recall from mid lane. So he was able to get there in time and pick up more kills. Right now, Brayden and Bladexa have all the gold in their pockets while Charybdis was in the bot lane taking plates, forced the Victor TP to come through. But unfortunately, looks like Thiefs really wants to kill Johnnu and this Scion over and over again. But he's a bit more respectful now because the NT boys have shown that they can come to this top side at any time.
Oh no, Johnnu's in trouble here. Thiensf is trying to turn it around onto him now. He flashes away. He flashes away. Thiensf doesn't know where he is. Wait. Oh no, he also flashes, but Johnnu's just going to walk into him.
Mind games. He didn't get the slow off, so he should be able to get out here just. And he will. But unfortunately, Johnnu and Thiefs had both mind games in the brush, but the flashes came out clutch. But right now, Bladexa and Victor are trading in the mid lane. Victor should be able to win this trade quite easily.
Bladexa is falling low. He gets stunned that as well, but the storm is unrelenting, following Bladexa to his death.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the difference there was Fighto on the Victor pick was able to pick up the Q and get the additional shield off the second Q proc. So
right now, Charybdis is looking here. Rel's trying to get out. Or
Yeah, they're forced to
Prodigium.
back off here, but I think it might be a bit of a bait because Lakeh is in the wings here, so is Braden, so both junglers are here. Even a TP is coming out very late. They're trying to bait this fight.
This is going to be 3-4. Prodigium going in on top of Rel. Got 2 knockups already. Rel missing the ultimate.
so
Lakeh
strong.
on top of Charybdis, but he's flashing out early already. He's trying to get away, but no, Charybdis picks up the kill.
Absolutely disgusting damage. If you give 1 kill to this man, he will run you over on this pick. He has been practicing Yanara all season on our squad in the AES, but they're going to take this turret and they're going to take control of the bot side and the dragon as well. So right now, NT are fighting back and they're looking pretty good.
And just a quick little note, Fighto TP'd and immediately walked back to his lane.
Yeah, he had to. He realized the fight was lost.
Oh, Johnnu ulting in onto Victor. He's going to try and... No, get stunned. Never mind.
And he takes that chip
Rel,
damage.
Rel coming in. His engage does get slowed a bit by the Bladexa's stun. He's trying to, fancy feetwork is trying to get through, but the redemption almost killing Bladexa. Wait, did it kill Bladexa?
Yes, the redemption came through, but the Q came in from the Rel and was able to pick that one up. But unfortunately, because of that TP play, or that play in by Johnnu, 3 plates for Thiensf on the top side on the Gwen pick here, so she will be very strong in this upcoming objective fight in the next couple of minutes. But right now, both teams are just trading with each other, skirmishing with each other non-stop. As you can see here, look at them just hiding in their own jungle, waiting for Charybdis to walk up here, but he is respectful enough. Right now, the Victor doesn't quite have the core items to take on the AD carry just yet. He's probably waiting for that Black Fire Torch and that Leandries. Once he gets those 2 items, Victor becomes a monster. Right now, it's just all about this mid lane prio and control. Let's see if the NT boys can hang on.
Okay, yeah, well, we can very well see this styled. Oddly enough, is side laning by himself as an ADC. Not something you really see very often. I think we're just going back to even gameplay now. We got the we got the dragon spawning in 6 seconds. So Team NT are already in place to look at this objective. Johnnu does have TP available, so at a moment's notice, he can be down there to assist. Braden already starting the dragon. Johnnu gets the knock up onto Victor, but I don't think it's going to do much. There's Lakeh and Rel in the wings waiting, so I think this is just... Oh, Johnnu ulting onto Victor, but he does miss. Braden is in the jungle. Here comes the TP as well. Victor's alone in the middle of 3, almost 4 members. Trying to slow down Rel. Rel pops the ultimate, but doesn't quite get onto Braden, but Braden does fall already. But X is now in the middle of 5 members trying to flash over the wall. He does get sniped by Thief's ultimate, and he will fall shortly, unless he's got fancy. No, he lives. Oh, wait. Yeah, he lives. And now Queensland are now on the run. Charybdis is not done yet. He wants to play some more. Prodigium might look for that hook.
All right, so that's a pretty big cooldown coming in from Charybdis. It should secure the Rift Tower for Team Queensland, forcing Team NT to back off. Unfortunately, Braden was a bit too far forward from his team, so he got collapsed on by the Victor and by the Rel there, respectively. So they will pick up the Rift here, and they will look to crack mid to get more control on the map. It looks like the game has evened up once again. Queensland will pick up an additional kill and the Rift Herald objective. We're going to see if the NT boys can hang on in the mid lane here. Right now, the core items are coming through for the AD carries and for the mid laners, respectively. And Johnnu has opted for an interesting technology buy on his first item. Hopefully, he'll be able to hang on the side lane, because right now, this Gwen is starting to shred anyone that comes within her vicinity. Right now, Braden's just back on farm control. Oh! Pause.
Oh, Prodigium. Drops the ultimate onto Victor, but he's going to get stunned before he can get around the corner. Does trade ultimates with Fighto.
Yep. So a pretty standard trade of ultimates here right now. Both teams are going back to, in terms of controlling the map with vision, both teams are trying to clear vision, try to get that fog of war to their advantage so they're not fighting in the dark respectively. But it looks like they're going to load up the mid lane here with the Rift Herald that they have taken 2 minutes ago, and they're going to take this very comfortably. But will Team NT actually defend the second turret, or will Queensland just opt for the first turret? It looks like just the first turret here again so they can get back to the map, get back to the jungle clear, and get back to lane control, because right now Queensland is starting to claw their way back here. NT keep trying to collapse on this Victor. It looks like they're going to succeed.
Bladexa gets the stun onto Victor, and it doesn't even matter. He can't even react in time. Before he even gets through the stun is one shot by BRDN and Bladexa's combo.
So there we go. The vision control was very important. The fog of war. Looks like Prodigium's actually going to go for a hook here.
Nah, it's cool. It's chill. But here comes Johnnu, though, with the ultimate. Lands it onto Styled.
Oh,
BRDN is stunned up and rooted. He can't even get away, and they trade 1-for-1. Now it's Rel's turn to try to run, but he doesn't. Tries to escape into the jungle, but just can't get away.
I really like the aggression coming in from the NT lads. They will trade the mid lane turret. 3 kills for a secondary turret in the top lane there. Thiensf was able to pick that up on the Gwen, but unfortunately all the gold goes into the right pockets here. Right now Charybdis is unkilled at this stage of the game. He is 4-0-4. He has that Hurricane. He has that Kraken Slayer as well. It's just a matter of time before he gets that third item, the armor shred that he needs to get through this Gwen, through this J4 and this Rel. So I think Charybdis is set up for success here. Right now, BRDN is just stacking this Dark Harvest like there's no tomorrow. He just gets the flanks off with Bladexa, and it's really good that this jungler has come in to save the day. Looks like BRDN is definitely the pick here. Looks like Victor's not respecting a little bit.
A bit too far here. Does land the ultimate to stop it, but Prodigium goes in with the but Lakeh coming in to finish Bladexa off with his ultimate. What is going on?
It's okay.
He does fall for that 1-for-1 though, and now it's the NT turn to turn onto Queensland, and as I say that, the fight gets disengaged.
All right. Cool.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a 4v2 and it's already over. Fight's already over. One burst and immediately Styled falls. And
yeah, it looks like
Destiny Brush. It's the Destiny Brush.
Yeah, it looks like Gwen was able to get out of TP there. 4 people were collapsing, so Thiensf was able to get out of dodge on that one, but they will take the dragon, and it is sole point technically for the side of NT. So right now, Queensland are starting to feel the pressure. They're starting to make mistakes, and NT are capitalizing on this non-stop. Right, it just feels like when BRDN came in, just the NT boys came alive. So, man, shout out to BRDN.
Yeah, BRDN's my boy. He's my boy.
Yeah, right now, Johnny's just playing with absolute confidence. He's just trying to stack that HP. He's just trying to get the control. But right now, Artican's being started. This is do or die for Team Queensland.
We're going to see a good fight here. Generally, it's not a good idea to start Artican with no picks, but hey, we're going to see it. We're going to try and flip it. Prodigium and Johnnu trying to start something here in the front line. Prodigium gets onto Thiensf in the back row, but here comes Bladexa as well with a nice stun. But oh no, Prodigium's already fallen. Oh my god, who got a Styled, killed Artican, and now Team NT are trying to turn it on to Queensland to pick up some kills. Johnnu is running down Victor, and he's just going to fall. Styled is next on Johnnu's hit list, but I think he's spit off more than he can chew. Styled does flash out of the way, dash out of the way, sorry. Oh no, he flashes and finishes off Johnnu. What just happened? They traded 2 for 2, but Queensland did pick up the Artican.
Yes, they did. Styled was able to salvage that play. It was do or die for them. They realized that they were going to get stat checked for the remainder of the game by Charybdis and by Syndra when she eventually scales into that late game. Her ult's going to be absolutely bonkers when she starts hitting people at level 16. And right now, Charybdis, he was rotating to that play, but he realized the NT boys had it in the bag, so he was able to control mid lane just a little bit more. But man, Queensland really needed that Artican, and they did get that. Right now, it feels like Thiensf in the top lane is their saving grace on this Gwen pick. Are they able to control the tempo of the game? Right now, Queensland are just hanging on. Even though it's only 3,000 gold, I think the NT boys might have it. But right now, this Gwen's just getting a lot of gold.
Yeah, he do be farming.
Yeah, he's 4,000 gold up. It's absolutely crazy the amount of gold he is actually up. But BRDN's also up 4,000 gold as well. So it's kind of a coin flip between these two roles respectively. But right now, Soul Point will be up very soon. Well, the actual Soul will be up very soon for Team NT. It's just going to be a matter of time. But right now, it's just vision control, controlling that fog of war. And I think Charybdis, he's going to take control of this game. Let's see if Queensland can shut him down.
Lots of movement by the Queensland team going into that bottom side of the map. You see Victor alone on his lonesome going to fight the 1v1. But yeah, I do look at the ball division in the fourth. Northern Territory side able to control their territory, their jungle, and
Yeah, at this stage of the game right now, it's just a matter of vision control and trying to make sure that they set up for Dragon. Right now, Dragon is roughly 2 minutes and 15 seconds away, and it is a Hex Tech Soul, which allows, Infernal one. But,
oh wait, it is Hex Tech.
yeah, sorry. I stand corrected. I
Misinput.
corrected myself.
There's
But
a misinput.
the whole
Calm
point
down.
is Hex Tech is very important for Charybdis, specifically on this 80 carry pick. If he's able to get that debuff onto the side of Queensland, they're all going to be slowed by his Hurricane. So he is itemized really, really well in terms of the ability to control the game. Right now, they're just camping.
Here we go. We're going to
Team
fight in the
NT.
jungle.
This is very risky. They will get collapsed on if they're not careful, and they will opt to back out here. Right now, they realize that the Dragon is really important for them. They can't afford to fight this early, especially if the cooldowns and their timers, if they die, they will respawn too late, so they opt to back off here. They're trying to get vision control. NT lads are just absolutely clearing it at the moment.
The team who has the more information is favored in this decision making. If you look at the top right corner, you see Dragon, the last Dragon that we mentioned before. Dragon is very important on.
Oh, here we go. Bladexa gets the stun onto her, but Rebel gets hooked out of her jump. Prodigium now in the front line here trying to take it, but here comes a TP coming in from Thiensf, and now Thiensf is going into the back lane. We already have Prodigium falling for the side of TP, but here comes the return TP. I believe that's Johnnu. Johnnu's in the back line. Here comes the flag and drag. Johnnu's trying to find something, but gets an ultimate onto Rel. Cribbis on the side, just 1v1ing styled, while Johnnu is trying to 1v4. That's my boy right there, holding the line, so Charybdis can get a 1v1, but we're not even done yet. Johnnu's still alive. Didn't get Themes.
Oh, wow.
Away with the ultimate onto Brayden and Bladexa.
No.
Flag and drag into the unstoppable. Oh, Lakeh coming in for the wombo combo dunk.
Yeah, they just took advantage of that situation. They didn't realize Lakeh still had enough mana for Flag and Dragon the ultimate, and was able to lock down those carries. Charybdis did stay alive, but Bladexa and Brayden have fallen, so they have delayed Dragon Soul for the side of NT here. They're showing signs of life, and they did get a couple of shutdowns on the side of Brayden specifically, so they did close the gold gap respectively. They were up 3,000 before, but now it's only not even 1,000 gold at this stage. Right now, Baron at this stage of the game will be very detrimental to whoever doesn't take it. At this stage, I feel like Queensland have fought their way back in, and this Gwen is starting to look scary with that magic penetration and that Nashes.
What? Oh no. Oh, Destiny Brock doesn't work on Destiny, but here comes Thiensf just trying to jump in onto Bladexa. He's going to get him with his ultimate. No, just missing out. Prodigium does buy time with his ultimate, but he's going to fall as well. Brayden now the next target, but Victor still wants Bladexa, and he picks up Bladexa as well. Brayden trying to run away. Styled ulting for the fun of it. Here comes Lakeh's ultimate, and they do find Brayden.
Absolutely disgusting Nash. Unfortunately, the Victor and the Gwen have got their 3 core items, and they were able to run over the carries of NT. Bladexa and Brayden were not able to get out of dodge. Lucky with the J4 pick coming in from draft phase was able to get it, but now Baron's been taken.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah, definitely under siege at this point in time. They will pick up that secondary turret, which will grant them an additional 400 gold in their pockets. Everyone is starting to get rich on the side of Queensland. They're trying to extend their gold lead. Right now, they're going to take the mid lane turret with the Gwen pick as well here. Right now, NT's job is just to try and clear these minions so they don't hit their base turrets all too much, but the Baron buff will last quite a while here. So right now, Johnnu and Prodigium have the tough task of just trying to absorb this damage, and Bladexa is absolutely melting.
Here comes Johnnu as well, ulting into the backline, but it doesn't matter. He hit a brick wall known as Rel, and that engage has been finished. This turret is just going to fall. They can't stop this onslaught from Team Queensland. Even Charybdis is trying to get away.
Yeah, right now, the range of Victor and the range of Style in terms of just...
Prodigium
the Baron buff.
ulting onto Rel, and Rel falls immediately from Charybdis. Now it's Team Queensland trying to get out, and I think they're very quick, and they've got what they came for. 3 turrets. No, but Bladexa is now the target of their interest. Wait a minute, never mind.
He has no mana.
He's got no mana, but he's got friends and family discount. Here comes Prodigium trying to stop Lakeh's flag and drag, but he gets away just in the nick of time.
All right, looks like the Queensland boys got what they wanted, but NT is trying to find them, trying to exit the rift here.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go, Prodigium, like, he lands the hook.
He lands the hook on Victor. Victor is immediately just deleted by Braden. Style now trying to turn it onto Bladexa. Prodigium just, while I was looking away at Bladexa, he just gets taken out. Thiensf, that's why. And this, just a little bit of an over chase coming in from Team NT.
Oh no, Johnnu.
No, Johnnu, my boy, run away. Braden's trying to trade up Style, but now Braden gets one shot. Lakeh, where did Charybdis' damage come from? And Johnnu.
He's trapped.
He is trapped. Style is in between a rock and a Scion. And Scion is... I actually didn't touch him at all, but he's going to stun up Rel so that Charybdis can try and get a kill. But
oh no, he's so strong.
Charybdis is going to make it out to safety, but X is too low to try and help out. Johnnu is taken out by Thiensf. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, he goes golden. Johnnu's not going to have enough time, and he just lives.
My gosh.
Sonya's.
The Hextech slow nearly takes out Thief there, but he was able to kite out just enough here. Prodigium is trying to smell him out before he gets recalled, but I think it's a bad idea. You don't have the damage to take him down.
No,
Like,
he's got the... Prodigium gets it!
Prodigium just shows him support power right there, and that's a pretty big shutdown, unfortunately, into his pocket, but you'll take that nonetheless here.
All right, here we go. We've already seen the support diff once. We've got TP coming in. They're not going to give it. They will not give it inch, and Bladexa's going to be the target. Prodigium gets the hook onto
is so
Rel.
strong.
He is strong, but can he survive? Here comes the flag drag from Lakeh, and he's not going to survive very long. We've already lost Prodigium. Even Bladexa's taken down off screen. Dragon has been secured by Braden, and honestly, not a terrible fight for Team Queensland. Yeah, they lost the Dragon, but they went 2 for 2.
They had to take what they could take at that stage of the game. They had secured Soul. Hextech is very strong, especially on this Unara pick at this stage of the game. Graves will utilize it a bit more, but he is more of a glass cannon at this stage. He will get one shot if he steps up a bit too far, but right now it seems to be the battle of the mid laners who is able to control the mid lane fight in terms of just the spacing. Victor right now does have that advantage. We can see if Bladexa can try and bring that back. Right now he has hit level 16, so he does have an execute on his Syndra ultimate. We're going to find out. Charybdis being 12-0-7 can close out this fight. If anyone can do it, it's NT's best. All right, so we do have Queensland here trying to get mid-priority at the moment here, try to keep the NT boys on edge, trying to control that vision so they don't get a clean 5v5 front to back, because right now they will win that 5v5 with Charybdis being this fed. He has also got a Guardian Angel as well. We do have Baron spawning in 20 seconds, and right now the priority is on Queensland's side. Let's see if NT can say anything about it.
Oh, they're chasing into the jungle. They really want to start this fight while Thiensf is not even in those tri-state area. But can they get it?
It's going to be very scary for them because Gwen does have a win condition in the bot side here. The turret and the inhibitor is not there, so you'll be able to push that out, but it's looking...
Oh. Wait, Things is rotating. Things is rotating. He's going to cut off Team NT. Prodigium is down 1v4. He's trying to delay the Team Queensland. They're going to chase after him. Wait a minute. Here comes Bladexa onto Lakeh. He's already half HP. And he does flag and drag out to safety. We've got... Here comes Johnnu coming in with his ultimate, but does... Never mind. He stops short.
All right, so both teams are just looking to trade with each other as much as possible, just trying to control the map here, because right now Baron is an important objective, especially for Team NT to close out this game. But right now it's just all about controlling that mid-priority. They just know Johnnu's in there, but Thiensf, he's going to get bursted down if he's not careful. He backs off there.
Okay. He's careful.
All right, so... Oh, he's gone for the end.
Is he? Yeah, there's TP coming through. Not the back door. All right, now it's Team Queensland. All they're trying to do now is delay backs, but I don't know. They're
it's going to be close.
But extra TPs as well. He's back at base. He's trying to delay
Gwen
things
is
as
so
fast
strong.
as he can. This could be very disastrous for Team NT, but I reckon they're just going to trade Thiensf for the Baron.
Oh my gosh.
Thiensf is going to get this. He doesn't get the second turret. He almost picks up Bladexa. Now they have to try and race back to Baron, but I don't think even the gates are going to get them there in time.
Oh no.
Baron has fallen.
Queensland. Oh, there's a TP. Queensland have finesse. Will they be able to get out with their prize here? Johnny's trying to find them, but they will recall. The Hextech gates are coming in here. Prodigium's going to try and find a hook here, but unfortunately he is low HP. They will be able to get out, and Queensland have out-finessed Team NT in terms of taking that Baron, and now NT are on a nice edge. They do have an exposed Nexus, so they will have to play a bit more respectfully, and they have to control their macro, or else Team Queensland will close out this game with Baron. Let's see if the NT boys can hang on.
Yep.
But right now, in terms of itemizations here, this Gwen is looking very scary at the moment. Can one-shot basically anyone on the side of NT, but Charybdis can do the same as well. But right now, they're pushing, like you said, on the top side and the mid side here. They're trying to take down all three inhibitors, trying to get the Baron buff on all three lanes at this stage. But I think Team NT are going to try and force the fight before that is even the case here. Charybdis has been sitting on full build for quite some time at the moment. Right now, Fighto has also finished the death cap, so will be pretty scary, all things considered. A lot of damage will come out of Queensland specifically in this next fight, and I think they're going to take this uncontested unless Team NT have anything to say about it. It's just a game of inches at this stage. Who will overstep more? Who will respect each other less? It's going to be a matter of time, but right now, minions are hitting the mid-wave at the moment. Charybdis is looking to clear that out, but right now, Queensland are a bit hesitant on taking this push because Elder Dragon will be spawning in 30 seconds, which will be the win condition for either of these teams. And Queensland have recognized it. They're just trying to get the push on, but Victor's overextended slightly.
Johnnu coming in with the ultimate, trying to cash out Victor. Doesn't quite get the knockup, but does get the slow one to win. Bladexa trying to just burst through him as fast as possible. Drops the ultimate, but Victor's still alive. He's dropped the ultimate. He's still alive. Here comes Team Queensland as well, trying to back him up. Johnnu in the middle of 4. Does just get bursted through immediately. This is not looking great for Team NT.
It's okay. Fighto did end up dying but it is a 4v4, but right now...
Charybdis going, he's overstepping, does have to flash away from the gun engage. Here comes the Lakeh's ultimate, stunning up Braden, trying to finish off as many people as he can. He's in the middle of 4, does trade 1-for-1. Charybdis has used his, forced to proc his GA. He is still alive, still the perfect score. 0 deaths.
All right, they're all pretty low at the moment, so they're all going to take a cheetah recall back to control this Elder Dragon, but Team NT just hang on. They got their towers to respawn on their Nexus at the same time, so a bit more security there. But this Elder Dragon is looking like Queensland's, unless Team NT can stall them for long enough. But right now, the minion waves are just not in their favor at the moment here. Bladexa is trying to get priority in the mid lane here. But if they can just start it, they can just take it with the Gwen. But the Gwen's in the mid lane at the moment trying to get priority at the same time. They finally will start it out, and we're going to see if Team NT can do anything about it. It's 3-on-3 at the moment, but I don't think NT are in any position to contest this at this stage.
Yeah, they have to.
Oh, right.
4,000, 3,000 is falling already. It's
no.
down. They need to run away now.
All right, so right now there's blinking red on the side of NT. They will have to survive the next 3 minutes of Elder Dragon buffs, so it's just going to be a matter of time if Queensland can take the push, take the initiative. If they couldn't do it with Baron buff, they can definitely do it with Elder. Right now, Charybdis' GA is on cooldown. He is forced to sell it and went for a Bloodthirster instead here. So he's trying to sustain in these fights because right now Gwen's just doing way too much damage and Victor's doing way too much damage, just trying to survive. But the front line of Johnnu and Prodigium are just not surviving against the damage coming out from Queensland. Charybdis is not having enough time to do the damage necessary. We're going to see if Bladexa can step up and execute someone with his kit on Syndra here. But right now, these Rel and J4 combos are causing a lot of havoc for the side of NT.
Flash over the wall. They're trying to get onto Charybdis, and they found it. Charybdis has been taken down already. This is terrible for Team NT. Johnnu is now trying to flash away to survive, and he's also falling.
Oh my God.
This is terrible news for Team NT. Queensland now, two members up, are just going to look to walk through and run this game.
They got to clear those waves or else they're going to hit those towers. We're going to see if Bladexa can do it because right now Prodigium and Brayden, they're struggling with their short range.
Prodigium already falling to the power of Thiensf. He's just one-shot him. Oh! He's a lawnmower and their grass.
Oh, Thiensf!
What's Thiensf? He's overstepped. Now Team Queensland are trying to, never mind, they turn it
Oh,
right
Bladexa!
back. Here comes Bladexa. You've got to do this, man. For the hope of Team NT, flashes the Rel stun.
Oh.
It is a 1v3.
20
They're
seconds.
very low.
Can he do it?
He finds Rel.
Oh.
He's looking at Lakeh next. Wait, what happened to Styled? Styled has been forced to use his GA, and now Bladexa's the one trying to turn on him.
He missed!
Lakeh misses his flanking drag. Here comes Bladexa. Now Bladexa's missing his abilities.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Bladexa holds on. The champion of the NT team barely holds on there. The death cap comes in clutch, able to pump out the damage to keep them from taking those towers. 3v1, Bladexa holds his ground, and he's able to give NT another chance, and they do survive the Elder Dragon buff. Not many teams can do it, but NT has done it.
All right. Yes, sir. I can see it. Thiensf is finding his way onto.
Oh, he's isolated.
Prodigium started to fight onto Lakeh. Lakeh just fights and drags out. Now Thiensf in the middle
Burst
of
him,
5 minutes.
burst
Burst him. Thiensf has fallen. Team NT now have. They can do whatever they want, but here goes Bladexa getting a double stun. Style just dashing out of the way from Prodigium's hook. Now Team NT posed to take Baron. That Queensland, if they want to stay in this game, they have to still contest. 3,000 HP now, and it falls. Team NT have secured Baron.
Oh,
they don't even have to chase. They can just back off.
All right, we're 41 minutes in the game. It's 36-32. NT are holding on here. Queensland have tried to claw their way back in the last 20 minutes. They couldn't get it done with Elder Dragon. They couldn't get it done with Baron. But now Team NT have Baron, and they're pushing down the mid lane. The Gwen pick is down for 25 seconds. They will not have priority. They will not have the ability to defend this mid lane turret. Victor has to be careful he doesn't overstep. There's a lot of stuns coming in. Brayden does a lot of damage because of the Dark Harvest.
Charybdis melts the turret, but Prodigium doesn't quite get the hook onto anyone.
Okay,
they are still in a 4v5 situation, but here comes Johnnu from downtown, driving his car. He goes onto Lakeh, gets the knock-up. Lakeh is just but he comes around into the backline of Team NT. It's not enough. They are falling. Team NT are going.
Charybdis!
Queensland, come on, Charybdis! Thiensf is trying his backup already, but he's getting fallen. Wait a minute. He goes golden. He's got Zhonya's.
They got him!
Oh, he got him!
Team
Team NT!
The back of Bladexa and Charybdis pumping out the damage. They're able to take it to the Queensland Ground Zero Gaming, and they've taken down the team. We're going to a game 3. NT have shown they can hang with the best.
Make some noise, everyone. That was huge. And clearly we're back.
Be one of the first people to research it. And so then that seed just grew roots, and I jumped into a PhD instead of going and becoming a psychologist, and that's when I started in research. And so I started exploring stress, and we wanted to understand, do the best players in esports cope with stress differently? And it was through studying stress that I actually opened the door towards mental health. Now I'm leading the writing of mental health guidelines in esports alongside Movember, the men's mental health charity. So this for me is like a dream come true. Movember is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, men's health charity. And so what Movember have decided is that there is potentially no better way to reach isolated, endangered young men than through esports. We're consulting with experts in the industry, in the mental health space, in the esports space, going, who should be providing mental health care? Who should be providing mental health prevention or promotion? For those who are at risk, how do I keep them safe? And we're hoping that the guidelines will start to form the structure that sits around how we participate in esports in Australia and the rest of the world. And this is only just the beginning. Southern Cross University has just started in esports. Esports itself as an industry is just starting. And although we're already leading the way, we plan to keep moving forward at 1,000,000 miles an hour and protect and influence everyone in Australia that plays esports.
Alright everybody, we are almost ready for our next game. As the Queensland side, I think, have said that they are ready. We are just waiting on all the Territory side to ready up and get this game underway. We are just giving by time-wise, and yeah, we've had the ready for both sides. So I will get us into the champion selection one.
Yeah, so game 2 was an absolute 45-minute banger, and Team NT were able to secure the win. But now we're going into game 3, the deciding game for this series. Prize pool on the line here. Both of these teams definitely want to get that bank in their pocket. But as you can see here, all the game 2 champions cannot be played in this game 3 right now. Both teams are looking for the ban and draft phase. Thank for the hydration there, Nash, my son. But right now, Queensland have opted for last pick as well. So now NT will have a bit of comfortability and tempo playing blue side again. And I got to say, it's definitely a confidence booster when you take out the best of the best coming in from Queensland's Ground Zero Gaming. But right now, we're going to find out if any of these players' champion pools will be truly tested and finding out if they're proficient on all the champions that they're going to pick, which I'm assuming they will be because they are the best of the best in their respective states. But we do have Nidalee being taken away from Braden once again. They're just, the jungle efficiency coming out from the Nidalee pick is way too good right now. The Casio and the Skarner being taken away by Team Queensland. No, Team NT, they're not really comfortable taking on a Casio lane at this stage of at the best of the 3 series. Skarner being taken away, pretty standard jungle pick for securing objectives and for securing objectives with Skarner's ultimate. Nico being taken away from Prodigium has shown that he's very proficient on finding those angles, because right now he's been on tank duty for the entirety of this series. So it looks like it might be once again, unless Charybdis decides to put him on Lulu duty. We're going to find out. But right now, Jace's been taken away from Thiensf. I got to say, the draft phase and the ban phase is going pretty much the same as game 2, but we're going to see what new picks are coming in from game 3. Yes.
So, like I was saying before, a lot of this season is a lot of talking, a lot of mind games about which characters count show, which characters and which characters are good.
Yeah.
So I was mentioning before the Casio was there. That's a good champion next to the Wise character, the one on the left. If you guys have seen Arcane,
Yes.
he kind of showed his face as the character that gave Jace his stone, the rune. And yeah, he's a rune master.
Yes, a rune catalyst master. So Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. But right now, I'm very scared of what Queensland has picked here. The Ash and the Xin Zhao, both very proficient in their positions and had the highest win rate at Worlds at the moment. But we do have the Caitlyn being picked here as a response to deal with the Ash. So the Ash will be on utility duty. So that means we're probably going to see a strong APC coming in the mid lane or top lane here, because Caitlyn right now is a very strong pick, all things considered. You can pair it with pretty much anything. And it has been the pick at Worlds. So we're going to see if Charybdis, our best AD carry, can pull it off. Hey. Yep. And we did call it out, and we will see it. Both supports are put on utility. They both want to see who's the best AD carry in this best of series, because game 1, Charybdis was unfortunately falling behind, but game 2, he bounced right back. So it's going to be a battle of AD carries in this final game here. Seraphine versus Lulu, both very proficient APC supports for both of their carries, but I would say Caitlyn would have the advantage until the Ash starts getting those items. But these bans are going to be very important now for the side of Queensland here. They will have the last pick, and it looks like they're going to be opting for the flexibility between Braden and Johnnu. They will take away that volley bear, but they will respond with the Rek'Sai ban here. Pretty standard, all things considered. There's a couple of top laners that are left that are pretty proficient. We're going to find out what they are in a moment. We're going to see what the last ban is here for Queensland. I would imagine it would be a top lane ban here. Try to extend Johnny's champion pool, but they will go for the jungler. Xin Zhao's only real pick that could kind of deal with him is Wukong, but there is another pick that remains to be seen. We haven't seen the Viego yet. We haven't seen the other picks yet, but we're going to see the Mel being taken away here. So they don't want to deal with the range of the Ash with the Mel specifically. So we're going to see what Queensland picks here. They will have to give something away. It'll probably be their top laner unless they're worried about the Ryze flexibility here. We're going to find out very soon. And they go for a flex pick themselves. And I really like what NT are doing here. They're rounding out their composition with the Ornn here. They do have a lot of range and spacing capability to deal with the Xin Zhao if he does engage here. Right now, the Ashe and the Aurora will have to overextend to play these fights efficiently, but we're going to see what the last pick here. It is going to be the Viego. It is a very high-risk, high-reward pick, especially into Xin Zhao. So if they can't get through that Xin Zhao HTP bar, it's going to be very bad news for Viego. But I believe in our jungler, Braden. He can pull it off. He has the ability to do so. If he can pull off Graves with Dark Harvest against pros players, then I can believe he can do Viego as well. But we're going to see what the last pick here, and they will round it out with the Jax here. So a lot of auto-attack, heavy damage champions coming out from Queensland. They will have the ability to outscale based off of their picks, and Caitlyn's going to be very important in this matchup. The Ornn will try to deviate that to some extent, but Jax on the side lane with the ability with the Ashe arrow to come through is very scary. So right now, both of these drafts look pretty good.
Those champions are the Caitlyn, the Viego, the second and fourth champions of the Northern the Diego on BRDN and the Caitlyn on Charybdis to maintain their leads against this Ash and this Aurora. The Zinzao character on Lakeh, the 4th champion on the Queensland side, has an ability to create an area around him and prevent any damage outside of that area. So we'll have to keep our eyes out for that, and it should counteract Charybdis' damage there. So yeah, very exciting game ahead of us. Lots of fighting potential on both sides. And yeah, I guess we can talk about which side we favor.
Yeah, so right now Queensland have a very well-rounded side in terms of they will win the early skirmishes with the Zinzao pick until the Viego will get items. I think this Lulu pick will be very important for Queensland specifically. If the Lulu is able to ult a person in danger in time and Viego can't get a reset, I feel like NT's composition will fall over. So this Lulu will be very insurmountable for shutting down that Viego when he's trying to get those resets. The Seraphine ultimates from the Caitlyn and Seraphine should win this lane phase really, really hard. They should be able to take that turret really, really quick. But Aurora, the ability to just be flexible to go where she is needed will be really important for Queensland, while this Jax just scales for free. We're going to find out if Queensland can get to that late game, but Caitlyn's range is going to be very, very important. Right now, this Ryze and this Jax is just going to look to scale. I think NT is a lot easier to execute, where there's a lot of variability coming out from Queensland. If that Ash arrow comes through, if that Zinzao ultimate comes up in time to block up the Seraphine ultimate, it's basically a game of skill at this point. It's going to be who uses their ultimates more efficiently throughout and keeping those cooldowns around those objective fights, because both teams have drafted to take objectives and try to create space and vision control. Because if you try to walk up, you will get punished. Viego is very short range. Zinzao is able to create space where needed. Aurora is able to get out of dodge. Jax can jump out. Ash and Lulu can kite. It's just going to be a matter of who gets to vision control first, control that fog of war, will win this game.
Yes. Also, has Braden played Viego before?
He has once.
Once? Oh, baby. This is a Braden special. Let's go. I'm excited.
He's showing up.
Yeah, he's playing fine, and it's all up to this game. So whoever wins this one will win the series, and we are underway.
Yes, sir. All right, game 3 high. Come on, everybody. Let's go for Team NT.
Make some noise. I'm going to throw a Maokai.
All right, David is going to throw a Maokai sapling.
All right. Put your hands together if you want NT to take away Queensland's throne, or will NT fall? Well, let's find out, but chuck it out there.
I'll take it. No.
All right, we are loaded into the rift here while David throws out a couple of goodies to the crowd here. A couple of saplings coming out from Maokai.
Damn, that's a real Maokai-y.
Yeah, right now, the spacing coming out from Queensland will be very important coming into this matchup. NT, can they take away this game and the series from the Queensland professionals and Lakeh himself? I got to say, this is a hype series after game 2.
Man, yeah, it really is, but I can't get a look, man. Johnnu's my boy. Why? He's got the choo-choo skin.
He's got the choo-choo
skin.
All right, we're going to find out if the call of the Forge God coming in from Johnnu will be the thing that turns the tide in this match. But right now, we are just loading into the lane phase here. It's going to be pretty slow, all things considered, for Team NT and Team Queensland, unless both of these junglers make this game volatile. Right now, both teams are respecting each other in terms of creating space and controlling vision. This Caitlyn and Seraphine pick, they just want to hit their enemy turret as much as possible, but we're going to see how volatile Aurora or Fighto can make this lane against Bladexa, because Bladexa in game 2, he held the gates. Let's see if he can bring it in game 3.
Oh. Already? Oh, he's in the... Wait a minute. That's not your house. Wait, right. Yes, sir.
So right now, Charybdis and Prodigium are actually being pushed back by Styled and Kenvo here, showing why they're professionals for a reason here.
Lake's
But they will collapse on.
Here we go. Lakeh rooted up. Now stunned. He's getting stun locked. Flash, forced to flash away from the fire base. Brayden and Bladexa are chasing after him.
Get him!
Brayden for the kill. Now he's going to turn it into Lakeh. Zinzao now fights for Team NT. But
yeah, I got to say, just that vision control was just enough, and Prodigium rotating just in case. But Bladexa and Brayden hold strong, and they take advantage of Lakeh being, you know, in an outer position state in the enemy jungle. But right now, Johnny's just trying to survive against this Jax, just proccing the abilities over and over again. It's just a trade of health bars, basically. Yeah, as a result here, both junglers have gone back to their normal clears respectively. A bit of a CS discrepancy. VC called out here a little bit.
Come on, Johnny, you can finish it off.
His W is going to come up any second.
And he keeps away.
Has enough mana to get out of dodge there. So right now, a bit of a CS gap coming in from Styled versus Charybdis here, taking advantage of the Ashe W whenever he tries to walk out of that minion wave here. Prodigium is in a bit of mana trouble, had to be forced to recall early on. But right now, Aurora TPing back into the mid lane. It's just a matter of who gets the lane priority. Johnnu just making sure he doesn't get stunned there, able to get a bit of damage back here. But a decent trade coming out from Prodigium, but the Lulu shields are coming in clutch from Kenvo, so a bit of priority coming in the bot lane here. The gold is even. It's just going to be a bit of a trade of health bars until they hit both level 6. Nice chunk there from Johnnu. But right now, Styled and Lulu, they're trying to crash this wave, but they just can't do it. Oh!
Oh, the flash from Johnny comes in.
Oh!
He does trade 1-for-1 with Johnnu, but Brayden does pick up the kill.
Thiensf is pretty happy with that. He got that auto attack off based off that W change a couple of patches back. So he doesn't get stunned up. He's able to get the additional auto. It's absolutely crazy. Just the high level little things that we're seeing here right now. But right now, it's just this bot lane on the Ashe and Lulu trying to get this wave to crash in and get a reset here. Bladexa goes in for a favorable trade there, even through the electrocute proc there. So he's able to survive the early game of Fighto with the electrocute rune here. But right now, it's just both teams are sizing each other up, but NT are just trading ever better.
Here comes the Aurora ulti. Both
he missed the Q.
Very low. Missed Qs, but here comes Lakeh trying to find something.
Brayden, he smells something.
He smells blood in the water.
All right, Jax is here because they want to keep Brayden here on a leash to try to keep him under control. He has 2 kills to his name. He will pick up that Kraken Slay.
Aurora goes in. Flash again.
Okay. So forgot the flash existed. And Fighto gets an advantage finally in the mid lane there. Does pick up 2 stacks on that Dark Seal here. So this Aurora is going to get scary, especially in this first Dragon fight when it comes up. But yeah, right now the gold is back to even, and Queensland strike back with 2 quick, easy ones. That crowd's getting bigger, right? All right, so Brayden, with his big brain, was able to figure out Lockie's clear path. So he's going to start the dragon here, completely uncontested because he was able to take that first initial jungle camp, so he knew where he was. He could only be in 2 places, but he figured that he needed the XP falling behind. So they will pick this up here uncontested. They're trying to fight, but they're already taking it. They realize, oh, we've got to go back to farming now, unfortunately. So bit of a trade here.
Oh, Lulu getting really low, but Aurora now trying to do.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Here comes Braden as well, trying to turn it back on
Queensland
Aurora.
got to back off.
Lakeh now trying to get away from 2 members of Team NT, but I think a couple of flashes and that play is done. The 1v1 in a flash.
Oh.
Dean's really trying to take down Johnnu here, but I think he can just walk out alive.
Yeah, he just walks out. He's able to pop that pop and that cookie, so he will be able to survive here. So very, very favorable trade coming in from Johnnu. He just wants to survive till he gets his armor boots and his Sunfire cape, but he just wants those plates, but I don't think Johnnu's going to give it to him. Yeah, so right now all laners and junglers looking for tempo advantages, but right now Braden just seems to have the step up from Lakeh. Lakeh is not, he's going to try and take one. I would imagine they need one for the Jack side lane push, but Braden respects it, but he's probably going to greed for all 3. They just want to make a statement here. They do have a ward down to see that he's actually taking all of them, but right now they realize they just don't have that tempo advantage. Aurora was forced to recall without a TP, so very smart play coming in. They're going for an invade plate here. They might take Lucky out. Oh. No, the smite comes through. All right, so right now, Charybdis, they have done a lane swap here, so right now Jax will be stifled just a little bit. But it looks like Braden's going in.
Braden's taking a 1v1 Lakeh. Here comes
the arrow!
Ultimate in a land. Lakeh drops his ultimate and Braden falls immediately. Prodigium gets a 3-man charm!
It's not enough.
Aurora also drops down now, and Bladexa forcing the flash to get away out of the position, but he's getting run down by 3 members. Oh, wait a minute, Realm Warp gets him out!
Oh, wow.
But now wait a minute, Charybdis in the
Oh,
top lane.
he's sacking the traps.
Thieves. Let the poor man move.
Oh, and it's pause here. It looked like Thiensf was lagging a little bit here, so a pause probably came through. I realized he wasn't moving his champion. So we do have a technical pause here due to a player not having any issues. We'll solve that one as soon as possible. It looks like the pause is undone here. It looks like both teams are like, you know what, we're just going to sell this like men. But anyway, right now, we do have a big advantage coming in for the side of the mid lane here. Aurora is up 500 gold, but Braden on the Viego is up 400 gold respectively here. Right now, it's just a game of plates. And yeah, a bit of a pause here due to a lag pause here due to the initial pause. It should be done in a couple of seconds. Hopefully, the game will take up. Yeah.
Thiensf jumping onto Charybdis, but he does it away. Thiensf now trying to turn and run away. I don't think they're going to try and chase us
he was
further.
trying to bait them in further.
Oh, but Thiensf going in. Dropping out as well. Charybdis getting very low and just makes it alive. I think he has to be very careful. Was this a dive on the bot lane?
Yeah.
Wait, but here comes a TP from Aurora now. Johnny flashing away.
Very early flash.
I think Braden's just going to abandon his team main run. 3 members from now chasing after Johnnu for Team Queensland, and he's just going to die very slow.
So, unfortunately, this is what happens against weak side Ornn. If the Ashe is able to get that slow, and it has gone PTA instead of lethal tempo, but we're still able to get the slow, pick up the Ornn. The Ornn will play weak side for the majority of this game. Will not have a very fun time here. They need Charybdis on that top side, but they will swap back straight away after seeing exactly that's what's happened. But the dragon will spawn in exactly 70 seconds time. It will be a pretty important dragon because we'll find out what the soul is. Right at Bladexa.
Aurora dropping ultimate. Bladexa now in a 1v3 situation. Lulu's there. Lakeh is trying to dive onto him, but here comes a TP and Braden in from the wings. Polymorph knocked up, dead. Just cold stone dead, but here comes Johnnu. Gets a knock up onto Lulu.
Prodigium!
Prodigium comes in with a nice stun onto 3 members. Lakeh falling already.
Wow.
I did see a little Ashe arrow just go.
Yeah, the Ashe arrows are pretty important, but Prodigium coming in there with the 2-man snare was able to get the range on that one. But Thiensf was able to get a couple of plates in the top side, and we'll get more, unfortunately. As you can see, that plating is absolutely bonkers for the side of Jax. Jax was able to get a big gold lead now onto the side of Ornn here. And Caitlyn will trade plates on the bot side here. Aurora should be going to the mid lane here. Ash will go bot, and Caitlyn will have free turret range or turret damage onto this turret. We'll pick up an additional plate here, but they will be behind the tempo block in terms of this dragon spawning here, so they will be behind tempo. They most likely will get this dragon due to the late recall for the side of the bot lane of Team NT. They will just get this lane in, but right now it is an even gold. It's even gold for both sides at the moment, and yeah, it looks like this dragon will most likely be Team Queensland's. Yeah, so Queensland a bit hesitant to take this, but it might just be an item advantage for the side of the Viego. Was able to get that Kraken Slayer, which probably made the difference for them. They were forced to back off there as a result, and they will pick up the second dragon, and they will punish Queensland there, and that is a pretty good result, all things considered, for NT. Now they're in the driver's seat with those two dragons, and they've opted for Aurora against the Ornn in the top side here. Try to get that Aurora going on 4 kills with 8 stacks. Try to make Ornn even more weak-sided than he is now. But I got to say, Ornn scales pretty well, all things considered. Can buy your teammates a lot of goodies as well.
Oh. Arrow led onto Bladexa.
Well,
Lakeh trying to look for a way onto Bladexa, but doesn't find it. Do we see a delayed dive here, maybe?
No, they're hesitant because it's a numbers advantage. Ash wants to get to push the mid lane here. Try to get mid lane prior at the moment. Team Queensland are trying to rotate in case there's a collapse, but they will give bot lane turret. They can't save it. But right now, it's just going to be back to jungle clearing for the side of Lakeh. They will pick up that turret for free, uncontested, and that has evened out the gold respectively. But it looks like Johnnu, he can 100-0 Aurora here. He will have his ultimate up. He does have the health percentage damage here. Will he use his ultimate Aurora? What's he going to do?
Oh,
here it comes.
The ultimate. Aurora trying to dodge, but
Get him! Yes!
Johnnu with the solo bowler. Let's go.
A lot of people underestimate Ornn's damage like that. If you prop multiple Ws and able to get those stacks off, he does absolutely bonkers damage at the moment.
Bro's got that train, bro.
He's got that train, and he will get the shutdown on Fighto, all things considered. So absolutely disgusting coming out. Johnnu coming in clutch, able to get the gold, much needed gold into his pocket. And right now, look at his gold lead. He went from 200 gold down, now he's 600 gold ahead. It's just, right now, even though it's an even state in terms of gold, both of these teams are scrapping at the moment, and it's going to be definitely a big scrap with the dragon coming up in the next 3 minutes. But right now, before that, we do have Rift Herald spawning, which will be very important for tempo on the side of Queensland. They will put all their eggs into this basket, but I think they might look for a collapse here in the mid lane.
Oh, possibly. Ash ult is up in 4 seconds.
It is. The Ornn ultimate is down though, so they do have priority on this Rift Herald here, and they will take it. They do have vision on Viego on the bot side here. They're going to try and weak side Jax, but Jax does see him on the corner, but he is opting to stay for that last minute here. Will he get punished for it? Most likely not, but Viego is on the wings here. He opts to go for jungle clearing. Good man, Braden, looking for more gold efficiency in his pocket. Will they collapse on this Jax?
Oh, here we go. Bladexa does find the route onto the Jax. Thiensf is now in the middle. Drops the ultimate immediately. Here comes the Counter-Strike available.
Does he have a
ward?
ward?
Some time.
Oh,
he does
yes, he
flash
does.
Braden's ultimate. Ward jump to safety.
Yeah, he was a bit scared there. He flashed and ward jumped because he was worried that Braden might flash stun him. So very respectable play there from Thieves, all things considered. But right now, both of these teams are fighting for mid lane priority. What can crack what? So far, Queensland have cracked mid lane turret first every game because they've picked up Rift Herald here. But we have a TP coming in.
Oh no, Johnnu, don't do it again. He's trying to go for that solo bowler again, but here's a fight in mid lane. Ash ult is available. Here comes Bladexa from the side though. He's trying to find Lakeh.
Oh!
Lakeh is charmed, stunned. Ultimate's through, but he's trying to flash away. He's trying to get away, but it's not going to be enough, and he
Oh!
does eventually fall Braden picking up the kill.
All right, so Queensland are making uncharacteristic mistakes. Maybe this best of series is starting to get to them just a little bit here. Right now, Lakeh is falling further and further behind. So he's
Braden flashes the Ashe ultimate, does make it out to safety.
Oh, that
drops the
damage.
ultimate. He's going to come through. Here comes the TP from Thiensf. He does find a way onto them. But here comes Johnnu.
Johnnu's like, see you later, mate. But yeah.
Braden does end up being taken down by Fighto.
Oh, that was a very scary situation for the side of NT. If they lost another member, they would have got that Rift Herald push. It would have been very disastrous for them. But right now, they hold firm, 5-6, even gold across the board here. But right now, Styled and Kenvo are spacing very, very well. They're not giving an opportunity for them to get collapsed on here. Charybdis has got his work cut out for him. He has fallen behind a little bit in that regard. So, yeah, they got free reign on this turret, and I think they might just take it. Oh. Yeah. He's going for a ride.
What? Wait, Shelly's in top lane?
Yeah.
Oh, I think there was a driving accident.
Yeah, Lakeh was pinged off not to charge it. He wasn't meant to get in it, so a bit of a macro error. They're coming there from Lakeh, but as a result, they do have tempo a little bit on the top side. They have to answer that Rift Herald, but they do have a numbers advantage, so Ornn is forced to TP here to make sure his team is safe. Does he have the HP bar to survive?
Here we go. Fight's coming in now. Lakeh jumping onto the Ornn, and with the unstoppable, drops his ultimate immediately to try and buy himself some time to tank for his team. And there we go. Sorry, Counter-Strike coming in from Thiensf. He starts up the front line. Here comes Aurora ulti as well, trying to find a way in the back line. Charybdis is just in the back line, taking down everyone and free damage for days. Style now trying to turn it back with the slow on his auto attacks. Aurora.
Oh no!
Aurora finding the one shot onto Charybdis. Prodigium now the final member to be taken down.
Is what I was afraid of. The Lulu pick absolutely came clutched and shut down Braden before he could get a reset or even get a reset off. It just came down to draft here. The Lulu pick actually saved them, but they were as a result, Team NT does get ace. They have to go back to the drawing board. How can they deal not getting resets on this Viego if this Lulu does exist? They're able to kite out so well with the Ashe. It's going to be very tough for them to get these dives off unless Johnnu gets multi-man knock-up, multi-man combos. It's going to be very tough for Viego to get to this backline. He even got a Hex Drinker to try to survive the burst that came from Fighto, but Fighto just absolutely bursted him down through the Hex Drinker. He wasn't able to get anything done as a result. Queensland do get their prize. They do get the Cloud Dragon. And that's even going to be even more harder for them to track down this Ashe and this Lulu, just spacing them to oblivion.
Wait a minute, are they chasing Team Queensland here? I think they're trying to look right. Here comes the Ornn ultimate, try to start the fight. Aurora does the jump, does get knocked off by the Ornn, and Braden's going to continue to stun through. And they do find Aurora. Bladexa does pick up that kill.
He does, and he needed that kill desperately. Right now, Fighto is so far ahead. He's a whole item ahead in terms of gold here. Braden taking a bit of a caveat price here, just taking the enemy jungle away from Lakeh. Lakeh's forced to reset here, unfortunately. And NT do strike back just a little bit here, but right now, that Ashe, 0, 0, and 8, is just absolutely spacing the side of NT at the moment. We're going to see if NT can bounce back. That Ornn ultimate is going to be pretty big for them for these fights ahead. Yep.
We do see the TP coming in from Bladexa, so they do want to contest.
They get pinged off it. It is a bit too risky for them to take it at this stage of the game. The Artican debuffs you to the point where you start getting negative stats the longer you stay on it. So Styled and Lulu just playing it respectively here. But right now they're just trying to control the jungle.
He does get it. He jumps in, gets a double stun. Prodigium forced to flash away. This is a very slow start to this fight. Got a couple of free flashes. That's not too bad. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Right.
here we go.
Artican is being focused very fast, already down to 88 KHP. Thiensf jumping in onto Johnnu. Bladexa trying to find a way to get onto sub, but here we go, Lakeh jumping onto Bladexa.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Let's get the ult through to try and tank him through. Thiensf jumping into the backline, getting a double stun up. Aurora just 1v1s Prodigium in the backline. Bladexa trying to stay alive in the middle of fourth members of Team Queensland. Thiensf now getting turned onto by Braden, almost finishing with the ultimate, but does just get away. Team NT are now trying to finish off the Artican that has reset its HP, but I think they do not have the HP bars to do this. Team Queensland are waiting into the flanks, but wait a minute, they're still doing it.
Very high risk play here right now coming in from NT. Let's see.
Wait a minute. Oh, Aurora just. Oh no, got it.
He got it, he got it. Yeah, right now, NT side are absolutely scared of Fighto on this Aurora pick right now. Has 3 core items, 10 stacks. The arrow comes in, but that's just to scout out where he is. But the Ash arrow will come back up by the time this objective will come up in a minute. So, yeah, right now, NT team will have to space this Aurora very, very carefully here. These trades and these skirmishes will be very important for the side of Queensland to control this objective. The third dragon is pretty important for the side of NT here. Right now, they're just trying to clear out their camps in the jungle and control their lanes in terms of top, mid, and bot at this stage. But right now, 30 seconds until this cloud dragon comes up, and I would imagine this is pretty good for Queensland. They'll be able to kite out the side of NT if they get a second cloud dragon, in my opinion. But a bit of a trade coming in there from Aurora, disgusting damage just with a QW there. So it's just going to be a matter of time until they will have to answer this dragon, or will they just give it? Because I think they can give it, but yeah.
Oh.
Prodigium's out of position.
No. Ah! Oh! Gets the charm.
Not too bad. The NT boys are definitely trying to take whatever they can with what they have. Johnnu just hitting his head on the wall there a little bit. He's not too worried about this Jax at the moment here. Does have the stats to check him and the armor to deal with him. So right now, Braden is looking to weak side him. Johnnu and Braden, teammates for this AES season, always playing together, always playing strong in brother-in-arms here. But Queensland have taken the second Cloud Dragon, which is really good for the side of the Ashe and the Aurora picks here, and a Lulu as well. Will they be able to space out Diego here in these upcoming skirmishes? Because right now, this Xin Zhao, this Jax, they are getting the buffs that they need to try and kite out these fights if they do get caught out. But right now, it's just a bit of a lull state until they decide to contest this Baron. And it is a bit of a gold lead for Queensland, but the NT boys are hanging in.
Oh, Aurora dropping the ultimate on a Prodigium, trying to capitalize on the Ashe ult, but they get out safely.
Yeah, so right now both of these teams are looking to control the map in terms of vision and where they can try to control where the enemy team goes, but Team NT have started the Baron.
All right, it's getting exciting. We see teams TPing to the top lane, and then we also see Aurora TPing it right behind the Baron pit.
All those traps.
The traps are keeping them at bay. Charybdis is Aurora, invisible.
Oh my God!
Almost one-shots Charybdis and he keeps going forward. Charybdis is falling already. Teens gets the 3-man stun, whilst Prodigium gets the 3-man charm. And Johnnu! Oh man, the boy for his team gets the 3-man knock-up. He's going to sacrifice himself, but his team will get away, except Prodigium has been caught by Teens. Teens is going to run him down, and now Brayden. Wait a minute, Johnnu's still alive? No, oh, never. Sorry, my bad. Or maybe. Aurora Ultimate is already back up again. Johnnu's trying to fight for his life. He's trying to trade him up one for one.
He's so tanky.
He's so tanky.
Oh, a bit of synergy issues coming in from Charybdis and the rest of his team. He had an angle to try and one-shot the backline there, but his team did not commit because they were hesitant on the jacks here. Thiensf here.
Oh no, Teens overstepping here a little bit.
Oh no!
Brayden does manage to pick up the kill and it's going to turn into Jax.
Go Brayden, go!
Go Brayden! Oh, he flashed on the wall but missed at the counter-strike. Lakeh finishes him off with his own ultimate and Bladexa now trying to run away. He goes golden by a little bit of time. Charybdis is in the flanks, flashes away.
No.
Lakeh follows him under the turret, but the turret is going to help Charybdis take him down.
All right, so perfect timing there from Charybdis. Was able to get back to the mid lane there to pick up Lakeh, or else that potentially would have been a Baron angle, so he was lucky to get that one done. Brayden going for the high-risk, high-reward play, but Lakeh was there to answer him just in the nick of time, and the Lulu pick was able to stifle him enough. The shield will come through from Kenvo, but he uses the heal instead just to survive that one. But yeah, what can you do here? Right now, Queensland are just spacing them ever so slightly. A bit of synergy problem coming in from NT. They wanted to engage on the jacks, but Charybdis wanted to go to the back line, so as a result, they were separated. Queensland absolutely pounced on that opportunity here, but right now we have Dragon coming up in 90 seconds, a third Cloud Dragon on the side of Queensland. They're going to be spacing for days. Oh,
here comes Aurora. Drop the ultimate already. Prodigium almost one-shot immediately. Charybdis now the target of... What was that flash? No, Charybdis. I mean, he did dodge the counter-strike, but he didn't dodge death. Oh,
yeah,
my boy, Teens following through onto Bladexa, drops the ultimate, already stunned them up. His team is there. Realm Warp will not save you in time this day.
Charybdis tried to flash the thickest part of that wall and got absolutely punished here. A very, very big mistake coming in from the AD carry event team. And a result, Queensland will pick up this Baron and they will extend their lead and they will try to take everything off the map from Team NT. We're going to find out if Team NT can hold on here. Right now, their win condition is Brayden getting these resets because right now, Charybdis is just not doing enough damage to get through the Xin Zhao ultimate, through the counter-strike of Jax. Is not able to get into range due to this Aurora having Cloud Dragons on her kit, just able to get to her, to close the space between Charybdis and himself. So yeah, right now he's playing on a nice edge. He can get one shot at any time. Same with Prodigium as well. This Aurora pick is absolutely scary. And yeah, the itemization even worse, picks up a Void Staff. Magic penetration coming in from the mid laner of Queensland. Very scary times ahead for Team NT.
Aurora almost one-shots Charybdis, but he gets out of the way just in time. Oh no, to the turret! Oh no, Fighto trying to go a little bit too deep, trying to style on him, but here comes Styled, Ultimate, and Bladexa goes golden, but now Johnny's turning it on to Thiensf. Thiensf does
they have a chance, they can wipe them!
Running down, Prodigium flashes it, but only gets one on Lakeh. Lakeh drops his ultimate now, Team Queensland trying to run away. Johnnu does make it up onto Lakeh, does get the...
Come on, NT!
Lakeh
the
Realm Warp is going to keep this fight going! 5v3, one member already falls, Charybdis has been one-shot! I don't even see what's going on, Prodigium falls as well, now Teens are turning it onto Bladexa. Oh no, it's terrible! It's all falling back onto Team NT, Queensland. Have turned the fight and it was so good. It was
the Lulu pick absolutely comes clutch for Queensland. The polymorphs, the shields, the ability to kite them out. Jax maxing his E, just having Counter-Strike up so much in that fight, just they weren't able to shut him down. But as a result, they do have a minion wave here, but they will have Charybdis and Prodigium up just in time here, but they sense the end here. They do have the Baron buff. They are pushing onto NT's base at the moment, and this Jax is absolutely fed out of his mind after that fight, and it looks like Team NT, they won't spawn in time to save their Nexus. They will try as a result here, but Team Queensland have prevailed as a result here. The Aurora pick one-shot Prodigium at the end. Queensland have taken this 1-2. Congratulations, Queensland and Southern Cross University.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the end. What happened? So it was all on Fighto. Fighto was going in and destroying the side of the Northern Territory, unfortunately, for
we got play time.
talent not being able to secure the third game. But they were able to take four former Oceanic pros
To the limit.
to a game 3, a best of 3, which is awesome to see. Amazing result by our homegrown talent player. Unfortunately, BRDN was not available for the first game, so maybe we could have even won it.
Yeah, as a result here, just to let you guys know, and the players and the viewers watching, Queensland have secured their prize pool, 1,000 big ones in their pockets, so that will be distributed accordingly after the event in a week or so. But I have to say that the NT boys did us proud. They pushed the Queensland Ground Zero Gaming boys to the limit, all top 50 challenger players on this respective server. So as a result, well played to Team NT. Just a bit of an overstep, not able to utilize the Viego pick as intended. The Lulu pick was able to come in clutch and pretty much salvage the game for Queensland, because it did look a bit dicey at the start, but I got to say, it probably came down to draft diff. Yes.
Wrapping up, we have reached the end of the League of Legends section of DiGiT, and we'll chuck it over to David to continue the DiGiT event.
All right. Thanks, David. Take it away. See you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for watching League of Legends.